Hello. How you doing, everybody? God bless everybody watching now and on the repeat. Christy, you there?
I'm here. Hi, Nino.
How are you, sis?
Hey, I'm good.
Guys, we are streaming right now on Facebook and YouTube. We're gonna go ahead and break down the situation with Madeline, and it's a very sad situation. Of course, we have some updates on it. We're gonna take call-ins at the end. Christy, you have any things you want to go ahead and interject before we start the live?
No, I just was going to say that, we want everybody just to really respect the family that I'm sure is watching this live video, and be respectful with comments. We are just all working for the same common cause to find Madeline and bring her home. And it really has touched all of our hearts. Like you said, Nino, we'll have a call in at the end of the show. If you do hear somebody talking on the phone or on the live with Nino, that means it is live, and you'll just need to wait until the line frees up again before you try to call in. But just lots to talk about, and our prayers and thoughts really go out to Madeline's family.
Yes, and ladies and gentlemen, I got to introduce myself. I'm running this page. We'll talk about how this basically, I would say, landed in my lap, but I think it's actually, a move from the Lord. Let's go ahead and go to the verses. We start every show with a Bible verse. What do we have?
Yes, we do. And today we're going to do Luke 12, verses 2 through 3.
Luke 12:2. For there is nothing covered, this shall not be revealed, neither hid, this shall not be known. Basically, what happens in the dark comes to light, ladies and gentlemen. So with that, we're going to give a breakdown, y'all. Before we get into the Madeline situation, Christy, Midland. Talk about Midland. You said it's weird. We want to give a breakdown of the city we live in. Maybe that'll help you understand what we're dealing with this situation. Midland, go ahead, sis.
So, just my experience, being your producer and knowing you for the last few years and all of that. It was weird. Even before I knew you, I would see these things pop up like on jail investigations, on like these breaking stories and things that came out of Midland, Texas, and never really put a lot of thought into it um until I knew that you were from there and started hearing stories and seeing things that were happening. But we know that it's a desert oil based desert town,
Yeah.
and you can give more geography about it that than I know. I'm in Florida, but know that the population, I believe, is about 121,000 as of 2021. So I'm sure it's increased a little bit since then.
Wow.
But just lots of I always call it like this revolving soap opera. Like, so much happens out of this town, like so much breaking news. And I live right outside of a huge city of Tampa, and hear more about stuff happening in Midland than I do, Tampa. And just really have called it a revolving soap opera, and
It's crazy.
and lots of things with, human trafficking and underground tunnels and lots of things. But you can, I'm sure you can touch on more than that,
Man,
more than.
Man, God bless everybody in the comments, y'all. There's so many good ideas. We're trying. This is what we're gonna do, y'all. We want to talk about this later, but we're gonna start doing. We're gonna dedicate weekly shows to this situation with Madeline, and we're gonna try to find her, y'all. Okay, we are trying very hard. People, you can read the comments. They are impacted by this story. I don't know what it is, sis. For me, my daughter and her look just alike. Man, I feel like my daughter looks just like her. And my daughter's 17, and this young woman is 20 years old. Her birthday is next week. I didn't want to do this. I didn't even know this young woman. None of us on this live, we got 780 people watching. Most of us don't even know her. But something about this whole case hit us so hard. Christy, real quick, what do you think it is? This is like a phenomenon that this happened. I'm thinking maybe the Lord put it on us for it can be the starting point of looking for many missing women and children. But why do you think that people are so entranced and so connected to this case, Christy, if you don't mind, real quick?
people tag Nancy Grace in a lot of things, and I think she said it best. She looks like a pageant queen. She is absolutely beautiful. There are just so many unanswered questions, and we can get into more of the story in a few minutes, but there's just so many unanswered questions, and to see, just to look at somebody, I'm teary-eyed right now too, because you think of your niece, your daughter, your whoever is in your life. We would never stop. And I just feel like that there have been so many injustices so far, and we'll touch on that also. But I think that that's the reason everybody's entranced, is because it's a small town girl that has gone missing with no answers, nobody feels like that there's justice for Madeline right now. It is, so many unanswered questions, and I would never stop fighting. And the family, I think, found you, Nino, because you do have that voice. You are a successful, YouTube creator and content creator on Instagram and Facebook and all those things. And your voice carries, and I've told you for a long time that I feel like that you're the vessel for a lot of things. And I think that this is what we were meant to do. You put it on my heart. I put it on my sister's heart. My sister put it on her kid's heart. And it's coming like, a national focal point, and lots of people have really picked it up. And like I said, my prayers for the family. I cannot imagine what they're going through, but we will do all that we can to assist in any way. Any way possible.
And real quick, y'all, I'm teary-eyed because I'm living this. I'm not just making videos, okay? We're out there. We're talking to the family. We're trying. We're thinking about this. My brother calls me at 6, 7 in the morning every morning, and we talk about this. Where's she at? Where can we send the drone? And it's like a movie. This whole thing is like a freaking movie. But to be honest, it's a nightmare for their family. For Madeline's family, can you imagine? I mean, damn, I think about my daughter. Like you said before we started the live, Chrissy, how could we function if our daughter was missing? And I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not trying to get choked up here, but I'm telling you, y'all, I'm living this. They're using my clips on TikTok. They're using my clips. Some big YouTuber just said they're going to use my clips when we were in the alley. We're talking about that in a minute, y'all. We're at the rally and the alley. We're out here in the desert looking for this young woman, and they're using my clips. I can't even make my content for YouTube and Instagram because I'm fixated on this page on Facebook and this whole story. You know what I'm saying? So if anybody, you don't know who I am, I'm a content creator, but most importantly, I'm a Christian. I'm a father. And we basically made a decision to switch our content, not all the way, but we're going to start pushing more on this aspect, y'all, because this right here, my backyard, this is what matters to me. We're really heavy with the politics and the religion. We love our Bible and we love our Constitution, but we've made a decision, y'all, to start focusing on bringing this young woman home, even if we got to do a podcast every night or once a week, whatever. And not just that, we go search. We're not just making videos. So that's the point, y'all. But we want to keep it professional. We're going to continue on. Chrissy, let's go ahead and give the breakdown of the story for those they might not know about it. Everybody on here, a lot of us know because they're following the page. Christy, let's get to the beginning of this story, and then we're going to take calls in the end, y'all. So bear with us. Go ahead, sis.
So I want to give a disclaimer first that everything that we are reporting is what, besides the things that Nino has personally been involved in, are things that have been posted in the newspapers and on the television, on like the TV news and things like that. So we're only reporting what's already been reported as far as that, because at the same time that we feel like that some justices have not been carried through for Madeline, we in no way want to impede the investigation by pushing anything that's false. That's something that we never will do. And what we do know is May 10th, that it has been reported that the family realized that Madeline was missing, that whenever some investigation was done into that they found her phone, her cars, her keys, and her dog were left inside of a locked apartment.
Okay, Christy, real quick, everybody listening, y'all, think about this. How does a young woman, let's be honest, all of our kids are spoiled, have phones. How does a young woman leave her apartment with the puppy? I have a bulldog we just bought. It's like a baby. The puppy. So that makes, think about it. That means this abduction or when she left was quick, split second, because you're not going to leave a puppy alone like that to tear up your apartment.
How does somebody lock their apartment when their
Okay.
keys are locked inside?
Okay, well, we're going to dissect this more better, but I just want to make this point. How do you leave your phone? In 2023, a young girl, a pretty beautiful young girl, they take selfies. How are you going to leave your phone, your keys, your car, your animal in an apartment locked and you just vanish?
Mm-hmm.
It don't make no damn sense. Continue with the story, sis.
So, like I said, the keys were found locked inside her purse, her phone, her dog. Her vehicle was still parked outside. Neighbors have reported, and this has been reported through the news and on lots of big name things are now picking this story up, like People Magazine.
Hold on, Christy. Man, I wish we had Rio to monitor these comments. Look at this. These are going too fast. Somebody says the Palladium. They're called the Palladium. Man, this is why we got to do these lives more often, because we can probably get some tips and tricks. The phone lines were just blowing up, y'all, when I said we're going live. I'm getting hundreds of messages and calls, y'all. It's kind of hard. Bear with me. But check this out, though. It says right here, Still Brazy. God bless you, sis. I saw you follow the page. The Palladium locks on its own. What the hell? As soon as the door is closed.
Okay.
Hold on. That changes a lot here.
Yes.
Still Brazy. Thank you for that. If that's accurate, I'm sorry. I gotta fact check you. The doors lock on them. That makes sense. That's like your door at the house. I think my door does the same thing, basically, right?
Mine doesn't, but I guess you could have that. Mine doesn't. I have to deadbolt it with a key, and stuff like that. So it would depend on what kind of locks we're on.
Hold on. Still Brazy. Let us know if you live there or you can verify that comment. We're going to find, trust me, we're going to find out. If we got to go down there and knock on somebody's door and check it ourselves, not Madeline's, right? We're not going to impede on the investigation. We're going to go down there. I live right down the road. Hold on. Go ahead, sis. Continue. That's freaking crazy. Wow. I live there. Hold on. Daniela Chavez. Man, where's Rio? We need our moderator. Can anybody moderate? Do we got any people in here that we can send sis to moderate? I need a moderator, y'all.
Cali Confidential is good. He's good at checking.
Man, these comments are coming in too freaking fast.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, let's continue. I
think this is something that we can talk about whenever we get through it.
Sis, I'm telling you, y'all, think about it. That is pretty interesting and pretty important if that door locks on its own.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not going to say it's a game changer, but it does make you think a little bit differently. Because, look, I'm going to be honest. I didn't want to say this on the Facebook page and make a post and piss off the family, because my page is run with respect to Madeline's family. I'm very tied into them, and I don't even know them. But they love me. I love them. It's crazy. But I'm going to be honest, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know in the comments. I'm not 100% sure, and I'm not going to say no names. I'm not 100% sure it's who they say did it. And call me crazy, but I'm just telling you, we honestly don't know. I know it leads to the certain person. I know it all points to him, and it more than likely is that person. But I can't say, honest to God truth, that I believe it's 100% him. Let me know in the comments, y'all. We believe in free speech. If you think I'm crazy or if you think that's pretty accurate, do you really think it's who they say it is or who everybody thinks it is? I don't 100% think that that's who abducted her, took her, or whatever. You catch my drift? I don't want to say names here. But this is crazy. Christy, continue with the story.
Okay, I'm going to kind of just like recap what I just said for some people that just came in. So what we know is that May 10th, that Madeline's family went to check on her, to look for her, and that whenever...
Hold on, Christy. And how many hours? Or it was the next day, right?
It was on May 10th that they went to look for. I'm not sure. I don't know, and I don't want
Okay.
to give any false information about the times. What I do know is that upon investigation on May the 10th, they found her purse, her keys, her dog, her wallet, and her car all in. Her everything was locked inside. Her car was still in the parking lot. They investigated and interviewed some neighbors who heard an argument inside of her apartment. And
It's too much
what I have
comments.
seen, what I have seen through the news outlets and things like that is they said it was like around 1 a.m.
Oh
whenever
my
they heard the
goodness.
argument.
Christy, I'm sorry to cut you off. There's another theory, y'all. I don't even want to be. You know what? I can't. I'm not reading the comments right now, y'all. But I'm just gonna say this. They're talking about the maintenance man, and I digress. We'll talk about that one later. Christy, continue.
Yeah, so they said that they heard the argument continue outside, and then she has not been seen since then. Um, so I know from that point that people were trying. They called, tried to report her as a missing person, and here we are 9 days later
9 days.
9 days with no answers
Okay.
until Nino and the family really started pushing for answers. And then Nino, you're going to have to talk about the searches and kind of things that happen, because I don't have access to all that. Like, I don't know how many searches y'all have done and all of that.
Okay. Christy, was that the next thing on our list?
Yeah, the searches are the
Okay.
next thing. Yeah.
Well, let me talk about how I got involved in this. I want to talk about that real quick, ladies and gentlemen. Check this out. I'm a content creator. Well, I'm a father, a Christian. I'm a business owner. I run trucks in West Texas. We do content on YouTube and Instagram, whatever, right? I'm liked and I'm hated, but I chose to spread this message and to use my platform, my cameras, my lights, the diesel going out there with my friends and time to help bring Madeline home. I want to use my voice and my platform and my money to help bring her home. That's the whole point of this live right now. But I'm gonna tell you what happened to me, y'all. So my brother, okay, Saturday. So the May 10th. So which day is Saturday, sis, in that timeline, real quick?
Let me look. Hold on.
Okay. Man, these comments are freaking crazy. Hey, you know what? Screw this. I need some moderators for real. I need some moderators, and we need to figure out which comments need to be touched on here. This is crazy, y'all.
Mod rage up.
Okay.
Okay. So Saturday was the 13th, Nino.
Okay. So she was missing what day?
The 10th.
It wasn't the 11th. No, because the
10th.
was at 1:30 in the morning, basically, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So the 13th was Saturday.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Say that.
The 13th was what was Saturday?
The 13th. So 3 days
Either way,
later.
it don't matter. This is what happened. Ruby, I know the family, right? So part of the family, they told me they didn't know what to do. They didn't know what to do. They felt like the police weren't doing nothing. They said they had to do something. My wife done told me if it was me and my daughter, y'all, I'd already be in jail right now. Because I would be probably at that Midland Police Department raising hell. You know what I mean? And I say that with all due respect to the family. I'm not saying nothing bad about them. I'm just saying my wife says she knows me. I'd be in jail. My brother, my big brother, right? Check this out. Hold on real quick. My story, how I got involved. Because I didn't want to address the haters, but I got some people telling me, oh, how you running this page? You know what? Because I started it myself. Okay? And for some reason, it just blew up. In 24 hours, 15,000 subscribers, followers, whatever on Facebook, y'all. Okay? So the point is this then. My brother hears about this. He hears about this case. He has daughters. I have daughters. He couldn't sleep at night. He woke up the next day on Saturday, sees the post, the power of social media, the family saying they want to go search. He tells his old lady, we're going to go. My brother's an oil fielder like me. We still told, we hardcore men. We don't play games. He went out there from 8 in the morning till about 4 in the afternoon in the freaking mesquites in Southside Midland. Around the apartment complex, there's pastures and we call them pastas. Basically nothing but mesquites and dirt. You know, it's undeveloped land. Southside Midland, that's how it is at certain places. He goes and searches my big brother from 8 till 4 o'clock. He's tired, but he's running through the bush. He showed me the route he went. He went deep in the freaking mesquite. He had a jacket covering him, and he'd go straight through the freaking mesquite, y'all. He told me he was doing that. So they didn't find nothing. Okay. My buddy, my best friend, Raymond Vasquez, brings the drone, Mr. Socolo. He owns trucks too. They start going out there, and one's flying the drone, and my brother's out there with the crowd, and they're out there searching, y'all. They're just looking anywhere and everywhere, right? So one day, my brother tells me, hey, I'm finna go out there. You want to go? So I go in and say, yeah, I'll go, brother, because by this time, it's already popping off. By this time, it's gaining momentum with the story of Madeline. So I say, I'll go, brother. We go, and we go deep in the mesquite. And me, Mr. Socolo, and my big brother flying the drone, and we're just looking, y'all. We're just looking. We ain't posting nothing. I ain't even got the page yet. I end up taking a picture of my brother, my big brother, just walking through the mesquite bush, y'all. Then I have a picture of my best friend with the drone getting it ready. You know, it's interesting. I never really seen a drone up close. And I just posted on my personal page, y'all. Hey, we're out here. If y'all want to help us search, let us know. The freaking post went viral on my personal page. So from that point, y'all, I tried to share other info to do more searches, and I got confused with my page. It was confusing because I'm getting friend requests. I'm getting questions, everything on my personal page. I'm a content creator, so I already know it ain't nothing to make a page on Facebook. I got a couple of pages. I got a print company. I got a t-shirt company. I got, what else I got, sis? I got a photography company. I got a trucking company. You see what I'm saying? I'm an entrepreneur. So I make a page for Madeline, strictly for her. And that page just blows up overnight, y'all. But that page is where I get most of the questions, concerns, everything. Then I put my number, my Google number, and this thing is freaking full. I don't know what's happening, but this situation is just having everybody just pour their hearts out, pour their time out. They just want to find this young girl. So I'm just explaining y'all what happened to me. This fell in my lap. I didn't sit here and say, oh, I want to be, I don't want to do, to be honest, I got a bulldog, you know, it's like a little baby. I got a wife and kids. I got a business. I'm in a truck. I'm a truck driver. You know, I got other things I could be doing. But I'm telling you, once you get this Madeline vibe, mode, whatever, yeah, you can't shake this. I'm telling you right now, people are they're telling me, Nino, waking up to this. I'm praying for her. They're really praying for her. Me and my brother, like I said, we wake up in the morning, 7 o'clock. We call each other, where we're going to go, brother. What's going on? What have you heard? And there's things I know that I can't tell nobody. And I'll leave it at that. So I'm just telling you how this basically fell in my lap, y'all. I didn't try to go viral. I didn't try to be doing anything. It just happened. And there it is. That's just my testimony of what happened. Sis, let's keep it going. I want these phone calls. Go ahead.
No, so I just to recap, because some people are saying that they're lost. On May the 10th is whenever Madeline went missing. Nino got involved through his brother, who was out doing searches. They have said that the argument supposedly happened with her and her ex-boyfriend. This is what's being reported through the news. You know, we don't have any firsthand, witnesses of that or anything like that. So the searches have had started. They had people that were willing to bring ATVs, horses, drones.
Oh, yeah. I've gotten called. Like, guys, God bless everybody out there. I've gotten called. Somebody just called me. I'll tell y'all some backdoor info. I've gotten people tell me, Nino, I will bring 50 to 150 Can-Am ATVs. Our crew is ready. Shout out S by XS. I forgot their name. They will bring 150 to 150 ATVs. They told me this, y'all. Horses, drones. But the thing is, we don't really have a plan or where to go hit at, because we just got hit by the police department. We'll talk about that in a minute. But people have been flooding in. There's $20,000 for the reward. People want to come help. They come search. It is crazy the amount of support that's just coming in from Madeline. Continue. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. So the searches have continued. Nino and some of the people that are volunteering with him.
Yeah, S by X. Sorry, Lupita, that's him. X by XS, something like that. That's the homie right there. Go ahead.
So they have gotten tips. They have followed up on the tips, and they have all been dead ends at this point. And what we know is, so the searches have happened. Nothing has been found yet. We know that all of those items were still found in her apartment. Lots of big name newspapers and magazines are picking this story up. And we're just trying to bring awareness for the family.
Yes.
So, Nino, touch on one of the searches that happened in Little OJ and the
Okay.
resistance you got from
Okay.
there.
Real quick, we had other false calls. They shout out Alize Rodriguez. Man, I got to salute her. Man, I met some, I mean, you know what? I met some awesome women. Ruby, Alize, man, them marching in the front of that 300 crowd plus in downtown Midland, Texas, legendary. I can't believe I lived yesterday, y'all. It was a crazy ass day. From going out there and raiding Little OJ to going and marching downtown Midland, Texas with 300 pissed off parents and citizens of Midland. Wild. Shout out Alize and Ruby. We'll talk about them in a minute. They're putting her in the comments right here. What happened is, this was crazy. We're getting tips. Somebody called and said in a field they had a tip. I'm going to be honest. They said there was a smell. So that's what got me thinking. We haul ass over there, the hood, Southside Midland. We go over there, and I put on the Facebook, hey, we're gonna go. Here's my number. Alize is the one that got a hold of me. She met us up there, but it was like dud. We didn't find her, but that's when I met Alize. She's part of the family. Thank God, how God works, right? Because basically, I go to search, we didn't find them, but then I meet Alize and her dude. God bless them in the name of Christ, amen. So, anyways, that was the dud. I'm learning with these tips, y'all. We're jumping on it. Midland Police Department said they got 20 tips. I want to call in and even see if their damn tip line works. Somebody do that, y'all, when y'all get a chance. Call that tip line on Midland Police Department and see if it works. Because I heard that certain people that are on the case, their lines don't even work. Their voicemails are full. They can't even get through to people to talk. I digress. But the point is, we end up getting a tip about Little OJ. Somebody calls and tells me that there is, check this out, this is freaking crazy.
Nino, explain to people what Little OJ is that aren't from Midland.
I will. Thank you, sis. Thank you for bringing that up. Little OJ, the name kind of speaks for itself. Little Mexico. It is a part of Midland that's across the I-20, about a mile to the right. It's a weird place. It's a lot of tradition, a lot of culture. It's a lot of history in that little neighborhood. A bunch of drug dealers, bunch of drug trafficking, etc. Family's been there for years. You go into Little OJ off of 349, and you go into this industrial side entrance, basically, and then you go into a neighborhood of houses. People that own little Choas, they own multiple little houses for years. They've been there, so they basically build up their little houses and their little compounds. It's very what's the word called? It's out in the boondocks, basically.
Like really
it's secluded.
Desolate.
It's desolate,
Yeah,
but it's not even that far from Midland. But that's how crazy Midland is. So Little OJ is like a little section, a little community of a bunch of Mexicans. I'm gonna be honest. So that's Little OJ. Hella dangerous. Back in my days when I was in the street, I'm from Southside Midland. That's deep south. We really wouldn't go over there too much unless we had some drama or we were throwing a party or getting invited to a party, whatever. Y'all know how it is in Midland. I digress. That's Little OJ. It's a weird little place with a bunch of houses, trailers. It's kind of the ghetto. No disrespect, y'all, but that's what it is. And it's lit. It's a big, well, now they're saying it's kind of dead out there. I digress. Who cares? We get a tip that behind somebody's house is a landfill, a dump. They say, Nino, look, this is what they tell me. Nino, I grew up with this person. I'm not saying no names. You know the numbers. You do the math. Nino, I grew up with this person. They call me and tell me, anonymous tip. I grew up with this person. And it's kind of crazy because the police, they went and searched too, and we found out on our own. Nino, I found out, Nino, I grew up with this person. He's a pervert. He's a psychopath. If a body's going to be hid, it's going to be put there in the landfill, in a ditch. She said the ditch. So I'm like, okay. I'm taking the notes, telling my brother, we having our little combos. So I'm talking to Alize, and she says that the dad, Madeline's dad's like fed up. This is like the 7th, 8th day. He's fed up already. Let's go. Once they give me the word, it's over. I make a post on the Facebook page, y'all. We headed somewhere. I can't tell you where. Here's a number. Call me. I will vet it and get you down there to the meeting place. We end up meeting at Madeline's apartment, y'all, yesterday. Hold on. We meet. It's crazy, y'all. I'm telling you, it's like a freaking movie. It was yesterday, right? We meet up at Madeline's apartment, y'all. The freaking fence is open. You can just drive through her apartment complex. Shout out Gerardo, my road dog yesterday, right? He told me, bro, this used to be a nice place. I said, this is a nice place. He goes, it used to be. He goes, now they just trap, sell dope, freaking police, guns, everything here. That's what happens to Midland or anywhere nice. Think about it. It starts out nice, and then after a while, it goes to crap. So anyways, we meet up about 10, 20 people, strangers, calling me. And I tell them, hey, once I'm out there, y'all, I can't be on the phone. I can't be on the phone when I'm in a month in a mountain in a ditch trying to walk around with my stick. This stick right here means a lot to me now. We used to go to Bomberay, and I bought this stick. And I took this stick with me to go look for Madeline, y'all. And this stick right here, I'm going to value this stick till I die. Because this is what I went to look for Madeline for a couple times. And it helped me. If you want to go search with us, y'all, you need to go dress properly and get a walking stick. That's all I got to tell you. But I wanted to show y'all my stick. Right? Anyways, so we get a hold. I dropped the thing. Hey, guys, we're going to head out of here. 3:15. We're going to head out because you can't go too late because the sun comes down. I shared the message. They're hitting me up. We meet up at Madeline's, y'all. From there, I put on there, we're raiding little OJ because at that point, I forgot. The people that are, I'm going to just say our ops, they're watching the page too. Everybody's watching the page. They're probably watching right now. That's why we got to be careful what we say. We're just saying stuff that it's already been out there in the public, so we're not being too crazy over here. The haters and ops are watching us, y'all. Remember that. So, anyways, we take off, and I put we're raiding little OJ. I'm not talking. I put the coordinates. Man, this is freaking crazy. So check this out, guys. I can't answer questions, y'all. I'm trying to tell the story. We'll get to everything else. I don't even know if we can. Too many damn comments. That's what it is. So we go to little OJ, and we're mobbing, y'all. 20 cars probably. Boom, rolling. I don't even know these people. Off a Facebook post. We go to little OJ, y'all. And my dumb self, I go right in front of the ops house like a dumbass, because there's an alley that goes straight to that dump. This is freaking crazy. And you've seen the video. Go look at the video. It shows everything. I didn't go live when we first got there, but my dumb self, I passed right in front of the ops, y'all, with 20 cars deep. Maybe it was meant to be. Maybe they needed to see us like that. We ain't playing games.
Nino, I need to say this just because on Facebook, there are tips that are coming through from Facebook. I want everybody to know that we've seen these tips, that I have screenshotted them. Okay. I will pass them on to Nino. Anybody that has tips, hit Nino up or me up on Facebook. Send us a message, and we're watching everything. We're watching everything.
We could just go live and watch the comments over here. But let me finish my story, y'all. We actually have a script where we got a show to do, y'all, and then we want to open up the lines. And the lines were already going crazy earlier. So anyways, I'm going to speed it up. We go in the ops neighborhood in little OJ, hella dangerous. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm a tough Southside, father, whatever, right? Ex, whatever. But it's dangerous. It's creepy over there. Something about little OJ is a little off, uneasy. It's weird over there. So we go in front of the ops house like a dumbass. I lead the whole crew in front, and there they are in front of the house.
And that was a mistake, though. You didn't mean to lead them.
Look, and I want to make this very clear. I did not go there to agitate nobody or to fight nobody. I went to find Madeline. I didn't go.
And Nino, the person that you're referring to as ops is the person that people are suspecting.
Come on, y'all. Come on. I'm not going to sit here and say names. We can't incriminate ourselves. We can't hinder the procedure here. You look at the videos, you can tell we're in there going at it. I pass by the ops. A female op, the main one, sees us and starts cussing, y'all. They're in the hood, watching the hood, y'all. She's cussing at me, and hey, I start cussing back. I'm trying to get out the car. We're already almost getting into it right there in little OJ. And my wife's all, get your ass in the car, get in the car. No, we're not here for that. So we continue to the alley, and we're freaking hot. Everybody's pissed. Everybody's mad. The tension of the neighborhood went up. Boy, if you're an ex-gangbanger, you've been in a rumble, you know what I'm talking about. Temperature went up. It was lit. You could just feel it. Boom. And then we said, we ain't going nowhere. We're going in that freaking alley. We're going to that freaking dump. We're going to go look for Madeline. So we park on the side, y'all. We're just like, man, we're lit. We're just like freaking full of adrenaline at that point because we done seen the ops. They're freaking there. So we park, and I say, there it is, y'all. One way in, one way out, the alley. Look at the video. 80,000 views, probably 100,000 views on Facebook already. The freaking alley, and the ops live right there. So we all get off and we say, hey, somebody got to stay with the cars, because they start driving around. They start driving around. So some people stay right there, y'all. And we go down the alley to the dump. We go down there, and there's all kinds of people with us, probably about 30 people, maybe 40 with us. And we're just going through the alley to the dump, y'all. And we go through the alley, and there's a little fence. We cross over, high, mesquite, and brush, everything. If you search with us, you need to come with proper attire, pants, and boots, preferably. We crossed in there. We search the outer perimeter. And to be honest, my wife said if she's in there, she's under all the rubble in the middle. It's like a landfill. They're just dumping trash on top of trash, y'all. And it's right there behind the ops, y'all. It's right there behind you know who. The thing that I talked to the guy in there, in the daytime, they're running machines. At night, nobody's around. Anyways, we leave, we come out, and there they are in the alley. We pass by them, and you see the rest on the video. We're at the end of the alley. We start talking mess to each other, and there it is, y'all. Boom. It's on and popping. We're there for about 45 minutes, y'all, till the police finally came. The sheriff finally came. If you're going to get in a fight in Little OJ, you're going to fight for about 30 minutes, because police are going to take a while to get there. So we're right there, sis. We get into it with them. Y'all saw the video. It's on the page. Whatever. I digress. We didn't find her. They were very aggressive. And this is what makes people think that it was them. Who would act a certain way aggressively like that if they're innocent?
I just don't understand, Nino, why. I just don't understand why that, if this was involved with her, why they wouldn't want to be a part of the search efforts and things like that. I mean, I would do anything to clear my name if it was somebody that I had loved and things like that. So that part does not make sense to me, why they're so defensive about anybody doing searches. I would welcome, to my house, fingerprint me, do DNA samples, whatever you need to do.
They lawyered up, and that's the right to lawyer up.
Absolutely.
Guys, and I know y'all asking a lot of questions, y'all, but I'm trying to make a little, like we're trying to have a little show here for where someone can listen back to it later and get the whole situation with Madeline, y'all. But man, great comments. We would love to get to them, but right now we're telling the story. So Christy, we get into in the alley. It pops off. They're trying to get a warrant. You know what? I just better be quiet. I don't even know at this point what was the intricacies of the sheriff. We just know they look like they were pissed off. We're there going back and forth with the ops, and we end up finally leaving. And man, I'm telling you, the whole attitude of everybody, y'all, we're just like on a whole nother level. Because like I said, I did not go to fight. I didn't go to be aggressive. The thing is, once I approached the area and they showed aggression towards me, I showed aggression back. I didn't go to fight. I went to find Madeline, y'all. We all did. But once we saw them, it was on and cracking. So let's continue. What's the next subject, sis? So we're there, and then we get ready for the 9:00 vigil.
Yeah, the candlelight vigil. Yeah. So I happened to run across you going live. I saw you standing on the steps at the Midland Police Department with about 200 people, 300 people, and calling out the city leaders. And why are we at that point 8 days in with no answers, no responses to the family, and you can hit it from there. Okay,
and again, we're not just going blindly. I'm following orders. That's all I'm going to say about that, y'all. I'm not just a vigilante, crazy Christian. I'm a crazy Christian, but I'm not just a vigilante. I'm actually following orders. We know some street dudes, some real men, they will follow orders and they will fall in line. I'm just following orders. We're going downtown Midland Police Department. We're pissed. Family's not getting communication from the MPD whatsoever. So 9:00, we're going to go do a vigil for Madeline, candles. We're going to raise our voices. We end up leaving. I come home. I try to take a nap. I mean, it's crazy, y'all. We're just like, it's just like so many emotions. Can you imagine? I'm telling you right now, it's like a freaking movie. It's all I can compare it to, y'all. Straight up. Trying to find this young woman. We're going through so much. But I'm just a regular guy. Imagine the family. I digress. So we get ready. My people come. My cousins, my right-hand men, they come. We're finna hit downtown. Guys, we hit downtown Midland. We put a post on Facebook. I kid you not. There was at least 300 or if not more people marching from Madeline, downtown Midland, Texas at 9 o'clock on a Thursday night? Freaking crazy. I went live. The live is there too. Check it out. People, the big YouTubers and people are messaging me. Nino, I saw the whole live. I was captivated. It was, I couldn't believe it. It was awesome to see. Crazy to see the support for Madeline. I'm gonna be honest though. Many people have told me that. Even my wife, we talked to the family. Man, it's a beautiful thing that Madeline is getting support. But you know what I said? screw all that. I wish we didn't have to do this. I wish she wasn't missing. Who cares? Who cares about the numbers and the people coming in to support? Who cares? I would rather her be home and none of this even happen. Think about that. That's what I told my wife.
But
I said, but my wife said, life, like this is what life happens sometimes. It happens like this, Go ahead.
But sometimes we have to hold those responsible for the city accountable. And I think you really did a good job of asking those questions yesterday. You asked, why are we so, many days in? Why are we not getting responses to anything? Yeah. So it was a really, really good vigil.
Yes. We end up marching around. We give our speech, whatever. And then check this out. The main city council member, I don't even know how it works, the hierarchy, Corrales, he comes out of bed basically to come talk to us, y'all. So I do commend him, for doing that. No other city council members came, no other church leaders, only the people, the Christians and the Catholics of Midland, Texas and other surrounding areas came for Madeline, y'all. Nobody else, no officials, no church leaders. We got 100 churches in Midland, Texas. And I said on Facebook, shame on them. Shame on all the churches in Midland, Texas for not even freaking coming and helping us. And you know damn well you done seen it all over the internet. Go on Facebook. It's all over the internet. Madeline, she's the main top talking point in America right now. And you can't tell me you got 100 churches and not one pastor came to help us. Shame on you, Midland, Texas pastors. Shame on you.
Yep.
I digress. So we talked to Corrales. Sis, I give him the politic talk. I start hitting them with questions. This guy right here is like, boom, boom. Like after it was done, I heard he said, man, that guy in the red shirt, he had me in the corner. But I wasn't trying to be mean. The thing is, they're politicians. They work for us. They need to be like this. Answers. They got to give us the answers like that. It's a healthy debate. I'm not trying to be rude. I want to see if this guy's on the ball. To be honest, he is, and I'm going to give a quick update. I didn't say this on the post. This is info from the family that I was given permission to release. He said on the live, Christy, that he would call the father of Madeline at 7 in the morning. Mm-hmm. I'm going to say right now on the live in front of 1,400 people watching right now, David Corrales, he kept his word. He called the father at 7 o'clock, no minute later, and he talked to the father of Madeline. And now we come to the press conference. Go ahead, sis.
Yeah. So the one thing that I just wanted to go back and say, Nino, was I really like the way that I feel like that you were the voice for the family. I feel like that they probably wouldn't have pressured him as hard whenever you said, why are we 8 days in with no answers? When are we going to get some answers? And that kind of pushed him up against the wall that we wanted updates. And that's whenever he said he would call at 7 a.m. And I'm glad that he did. Glad that he kept his word with that. We just...
his name, Dan Corrales. Hey, Daisy, God bless you, sis. Dan Corrales. Hey, and real quick, I shook his hand. My brother shook his hand. I give him respect, and he gave us his phone number, y'all. So a real one knows when you give your phone number out to a bunch of people. I've done it before. You a real one. So we applaud Dan Corrales. He did a good job. Go ahead, sis.
So I'm going to say this is probably going to be like the most fiery part of what I have to say, but I do feel like Midland Police Department failed Madeline. Okay. The first 24 hours are the most important in any investigation. and for you to have to stand on the steps of the Midland Police Department 8 days in and force answers and force recognition into this, I feel like, was very upstanding on your part, but it shouldn't have ever came to that. Like we said, my heart goes out to this family so much. And like, I wake up thinking about this girl, and I'm in Florida, it's just touched me that much. But with that being said, I have hope. I have hope that Midland's going to do the right thing. I have hope that they're going to support this family in whichever way it needs to be supported. I hope that the detectives' voicemails aren't really full, because I know with you getting 50 tips a day, that they should be getting 10 times the amount that you're getting. And I'm just hopeful that Madeline's brought back home safe.
Amen.
And that's just my goal with all of this.
Amen. And real quick, y'all, what was the next subject, y'all? Christy, go ahead. I'm just reading. These comments are like really good. Yeah, I'm taking call-ins, y'all. I'm gonna take call-ins. We're doing a show. All right, we did a script and we're gonna do a show, y'all. Give me some time. I got the lines. I'm gonna press a button and the number's gonna pop on, and watch me, y'all. This phone's probably gonna ring all freaking night. Whenever I put my number on the Facebook right now, it just gets calls. People are calling in. God bless y'all. I can't get to everybody, but something about Madeline, again, people just love her, and the calls just come in all night, y'all. My Google phone is just full of messages. The police said they got 20 tips. We get about 20, 50 tips a day. They got 20 total. Anyways, press conference. Is that the next topic?
Yeah, well, no. So we talked. No. So the next thing is, I'm just talking about the press conference and what happened after the vigil and all that. So there was a press conference today, and I'm going to let you handle that, because I have nothing nice to say about that press conference.
Okay. What we're going to do right now, we're going to review, or we're going to watch the press conference today, y'all. Can you imagine? It was only 5 minutes. 5-minute press conference. Y'all are ready? Let's go.
Thank you each for being here today. The Midland Police Department has the full support of the mayor and city council as they investigate the whereabouts of Madeline Pantoja. The MPD responded immediately last week to the report of her as a missing person, and they have continued to work tirelessly in searching and in gathering information and evidence. The police department, other city leaders, and I have been in communication with the family, and we remain committed to keeping them as informed as possible. The police department and others thank the citizens of Midland who attended last night's demonstration for your...
That's what I give her for over here doing that, y'all. My bad. I'm over here tripping out. Come on, don't do this to me.
Peaceful.
I'm messing up, man. My bad, y'all. live feed. She's saying they're in communication. That's why we went and protested, because they were not communicating with the family. She's lying. She's lying. Yeah. Let's continue. My bad, y'all. I'm gonna let it play through.
Committed to keeping them as closely in searching and in gathering information and evidence. The police department, other city leaders, and I have been in communication with the family, and we remain committed to keeping them as informed as possible. The police department and others thank the citizens of Midland who attended last night's demonstration for your peaceful assembly and for the concern that you have continued to communicate about Madeline and her family. While we cannot at this time answer any of your questions or many of your questions, as this is an active investigation, I do want to offer you this. At this time, we have no reason to believe that there is a present public threat in our community to Midland or to the broader community in any way related to Madeline's missing person status. I cannot imagine the stress and the concern and worry of Madeline's family and friends as they have gone through this ordeal. We know that Madeline is a daughter and a sister and a friend to many in this community. So to those who know and love her, please know that we join you in praying for her swift and safe return. I'm going to turn it over to Chief Herman now for his remarks.
That's the mayor. I didn't vote for her. I voted for Morales. If Morales was here, he would be marching with us.
Gentlemen, thank you for being here.
This jerk. This fool's a jerk, I think.
This will be a brief statement concerning investigative efforts that were initiated at the onset of the first report and have continued to this point and will continue on until...
I'm not going to lie. When I heard this guy talking, I felt like he was talking right to me. Check him out.
We have successful resolution. On May 11th at approximately 11 p.m., Midland Police Department officials responded to the report of a missing person identified as 20-year-old Madeline Pantoja. Immediately following this report, search protocols were implemented by both first responders and MPD Crimes Against Persons Unit members, efforts that have been conducted on a 24-hour basis since the initial report was taken. These efforts include the enlistment of assistance from members of the Midland County Sheriff's Office, Texas Rangers, Federal Bureau of Investigation, and Department of Homeland Security investigations. The search of approximately 60 square miles of remote property using human assets, drones, and manned aircraft. The execution of over 12 search warrants related to both tangible property and technological data. Interview of approximately 25 individuals thus far. Follow-up investigation of approximately 20 tips derived from Crime Stoppers, as well as call-ins to the Midland Police Department. Although we have identified no threat of danger to the general public at this time, as already mentioned by the mayor, and the investigation continues to be classified as a missing person search, please be assured that should evidence suggest foul play, criminal enforcement actions will be taken without delay. Because our efforts are conducted in a methodical, technique-based, and legally comprehensive manner, we direct the public to neither interfere by engaging in their own investigations, which could potentially impede locating Ms. Pantoja and any ensuing investigation that may follow. Any interference by any parties in our investigation that may thwart efforts will result in the filing of applicable criminal charges against the actors. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an ongoing investigation. It is paramount that we continue in our work. We have men and women out 24 hours a day conducting methodical searches, search warrants, and the gathering of evidence related to Ms. Pantoja's disappearance. We ask the public to be patient, to call in with any information that may lead to her whereabouts, and to avoid spreading unnecessary and untrue rumors. Thank you.
Again, I want to thank you for participating in our press conference, and I want to communicate to urge the community to keep your eyes and ears open, to come forward to the Midland Police Department or to Crime Stoppers through any of their channels to communicate any information you have, even if it seems insignificant to you. You can call the Midland Police Department at 432-685-7108.
Let's call that.
And we will post that number in as many places as possible.
I'm calling that.
I also want to share with you that a $20,000
What is that number?
reward has been offered for anyone offering information which leads to the whereabouts of Ms. Pantoja. We are thankful for the support of this community, and we ask you to continue your prayers and your encouragement and support for this family and the hope for her, for finding her. Thank you so much.
What the hell? That's our leader.
Nino, can I give my opinion on this?
Hold on. It's over. Hold on, sis. That's the leader of Midland, the mayor? Fool, I could be the mayor. My honest opinion, that's bullshit.
I'm as fiery as you are right now. Those two people stood up on that podium and said not a damn thing. The police chief acted like he was absolutely perturbed
that he had to get up and say something.
And he had to get up and read off of a paper.
What the hell?
This is somebody's daughter. This is somebody's friend. This is somebody's. I am absolutely disgusted with them. I saw this today.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I had the same reaction.
I never heard it like this in the headphones and watched it like this. Go ahead. My bad.
This
what
is
the
how
hell?
I saw it. And I was pissed off. They absolutely act disinterested in finding her. So here's my thing, Nino. If you look back at all of these stories that are viewed and watched on YouTube, on Dateline, on all of these things, they encourage communities to get together to search,
right,
to find tips, to do all this. Why are they trying to hinder that? Why are they saying that criminal charges will be pressed against somebody doing that? It is absolutely disgusting. He acted like that we interrupted him from his donut time, and it's disgusting. It's sickening.
I'm going to call that number right now live. Thank you, Joe. What's the number, Christy?
I don't know. I didn't get it. I didn't
It's
get
on the
it.
screen. 7108. I'm gonna call it right now on the live. Let's see if it even works. Oh, I already got it in my phone. Saved.
That was number 3. Number 4.
Midland Police Department. This is Rogers.
Yes, ma'am. Is this the hotline for the missing woman?
I'm sorry?
Can I? Who is this?
I'm so sorry. You're breaking up kind of badly, so I'm having trouble hearing you.
Christy, tell her.
Is this the Midland Police Department for the tips line?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Okay, we were just wondering how it works. If somebody has a tip, do they just give a report to you, or does it go to a voicemail? What happens whenever somebody has a tip that they need to give?
So you can tell me, I can pass it along to the detectives, or I can, and then I can pass them along your name and number as well. And if they would like to speak with you, they will give you a call.
Okay, I'm going to be calling you back about some things that might be of interest to you all. So I will be giving you a call back. Okay.
Okay, you don't want to tell me now?
No, not right now. Nope. I just wanted to know how it worked.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
That's fine. Thank you.
Thank God she answered finally. But I could tell somebody's voice. This woman probably ain't even. I don't know that her voice sounded whatever, but at least I'm glad. Look, I don't want to talk down too much on the police. Thank God she answered. Right, just give him a round of applause. Your thoughts, Christy, real quick. We're finna open the lines. We're finna open the lines, y'all.
Yeah, I worked in law enforcement. She's a dispatcher. She would take any information, type it into a computer, and get it to whoever. I think that there has been lots of possible tips that have been sent through Facebook that we need to filter through. But yeah,
I honestly think we can probably do better than what they got going. I'm being honest, not trying to brag.
Yeah, I feel sorry for this family that they're having to go through this. I pray that she comes home, and I think that it's time for us to open up the lines.
Yeah, we're gonna open the lines real quick. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to laugh. I'm trying to make light of this, y'all. But this is what I was thinking too, Christy. Elisa Ponce said she was probably watching the live.
Probably.
She probably was watching it.
Yep.
And it's funny.
Yep.
My phone popped up. PD. I already have the number in here. I call the police
Yep.
when I see crime or report crime. And to be honest, she probably had you know what? They have my number saved. I can almost guarantee. Mr. Right, I always call about the panhandlers, any suspicious activity. I'm a taxpayer. Come freaking clean up the streets. I got that number saved already. The PD, they probably knew it was me. They were probably watching the live. Okay, y'all ready to open these lines? What else we got to say, Christy? Oh, any final statements? Go ahead.
I just want to give the disclaimer one more time, guys. So whenever he opens up the lines, he goes by the order that they come in. If you hear him talking, then please don't call because it rings in and it disrupts the live. But whenever he says, whenever he ends with that caller, then we'll go to the next. We're going to try to keep the calls short, so that we can get to a lot of calls.
Hey, I'm modding you up right now, Cali Confidential, and I'm logged into the YouTube. So whoever I'm gonna mod you up right now, y'all, while we take calls. You got the keys right there, Cali Confidential. God bless you, brother. You've been a real one.
Are you ready for me to post the number?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Anybody else want to mod up? Let us know. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, real quick, this is the final statement of this live. We're gonna be doing this more often, y'all. We basically want to use our platform and our voices to find Madeline and anyone like her. If you know any other cases, we're going to start just working on these and knocking them down, because you see what happens, y'all. There's incompetence, lazy people that don't care. And I'm not trying to put down the MPD. I hope they find her. You know what I said? Because this press conference, we didn't even talk about that. They're basically telling us they're going to lock us up if we go investigate. How is that even legal? But you know what I told my wife? I felt like a gut punch. I said it on my Facebook page. I need to pull up the Facebook page in a minute, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it up right now. This is the Facebook page, y'all. It's a great page. God bless everybody for checking it out. But I'm gonna tell you something real quick, y'all. I don't want to be a negative Nancy with this situation. I hope that we find Madeline. I hope that the Midland Police Department has more experience, manpower. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't seen no drones. I haven't seen no police searching nothing. We've been out there. We don't see them. I haven't seen any police doing any work. I'm not saying they're not doing it, but I'm just saying I've never seen them while we're out there, ladies and gentlemen.
Nino, with
Oh,
that
I
being
just got
said,
to. I just see. Look at that. I just got a tip right there. It's not popping up, is it? Okay. Okay, my bad, y'all. Let's go ahead and get back over here. I'm gonna go ahead and open up the lines. Go ahead, Chrissy, before we open up the lines.
I was just going to say, with that being said, I just feel like, once again, I need to say how sad it is that they had to be forced to give this press conference today.
Oh
And,
yeah.
we know that obviously that there is things that the community needs to be aware of. There were just 30, weren't there 30 kids that were just rescued from a human trafficking ring in Midland not too long ago? I mean, we deserve answers. Madeline's family deserves answers.
Amen. Real quick, y'all. This is little OJ. My bad. This is drone footage. This is us right here. Let me click it, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all real quick before we open the lines up. This is us at the entrance of the alley. That's us. There was more than this. This is probably at the early beginning of it.
There's lots, Nino.
And you can tell who this is, y'all. I'm not gonna say no names.
We ready to open the lines?
Hold on, sis. I just want to show them the drone footage. Little OJ, y'all. It's creepy as hell. See back here? Can y'all see my little arrow? This back here is where the landfield's at, y'all. Back here. This back here. So they end up blocking this road. They don't show them blocking it yet, but they end up getting their cars and they block it right here. Well, I guess you can't see my arrow. I'm looking at the screen. My bad, y'all. Little OJ. Okay. Anybody want to get modded up before we open up the lines? You see anybody?
We got Kylie update. I mean, we got him. We're good. I can mod and he can too.
Okay, 10-4. All right, y'all. We're opening up the lines right now. Bear with us. And again, do the disclaimer, Chrissy, while I open up the line right now.
Yeah, just one more time, guys. So we're going to be posting the number. If you want to call in, just give your comments, your questions, whatever. Nino will do the best to answer them, or your thoughts. If you hear somebody talking, don't call in because it rings in and it interrupts the live. Wait until the line is free again to call in, and we try to go in order. So, we're all here fighting to find Maddie and just want her to come home.
Real quick, Hefe got the question. Why was I able to go back in the dump? Nino Cano says we went first and then they blocked it. We got the first call right here, y'all. Let's make them good, y'all.
I'm posting the number.
Oh shit, it's unknown. This is the worst ones right here. Come on, man.
Is it the 217-0709, Nino?
No. Man, everybody keeps calling. It's not going to work if everybody just calls at once, y'all. We need one at a time.
They don't know how to do that.
The unknown callers are the ones, when we do our other shows, that's the ones that call in talking crap. So call in, y'all. Lines are open now. We had 2 people calling at 3 people call at the same time. Lines are open. Now I'm going to get to these comments. Let me see here. Hefe says, why did they block the alley? I don't know. Why do you think they blocked it, bro? I mean, think about it, All right, got a call. Hello? You're live on the air. Hello? Hold on, bro. Hold on real quick, man. Hold on real quick. It's connected. What the hell? Okay, let me see. Okay, right here. All right. You're live. Go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
You ready? All right, so I have a few questions for you, man, because I feel like since you're saying that you're leading all this stuff and that the police isn't doing anything, I feel like you should be answering some questions as well and not just the police or the city council members.
Go
I
ahead.
think you need to be answering some questions. So I want to ask you some questions.
Go ahead.
I want to know what your reasoning is for posting so many things about where you're gonna go search and all this stuff. When wouldn't it make sense that they're watching your page too? And so wherever you're going, you're just giving the ops a heads up. Hey, we're heading this way. Move whatever you need to move.
Well,
So
if you go search, bro, if you get off your butt and quit critiquing me and go search, you will find out, bro, that it's not that easy just to go grab a body and just go move it, and especially when we're right down the road. Think about that.
I'm not saying that there's a body. I'm saying that things could change.
So what's your problem, hey, bro? So what's your problem? So what's your problem with me, bro? Let me ask you, how many searches have you been a part of?
No. Listen, let me talk though. And why are you getting so fed up already?
Bro, because you know what you are. You remind me of people that want to critique people like me that actually go do something. Go ahead.
Let me speak. First of all, if you even were talking with the family, you would know that her name is pronounced Madeline, not Madeline.
Hey, to be honest, bro, I heard people say Madeline and I heard people say Madeline. Is that the word she got on me? What the hell?
If you're with the family, you would know.
Bro, I don't give a damn. Hey, you know what, bro? I'm not gonna put your sorry ass on the line if you're gonna call me with this bullshit. What the hell? What's your name, dog? Hold on. Hey, what's your name, bro? What's your name? What's your name? Hey, what's your name?
You can't answer the question.
What's your name?
You can't answer the question. Jesus Madrid is my name.
Okay, cool.
Come look me up.
Okay, where do you live at? What side of town are you from?
Oh man, really? Like, you want me to put my address out there? Like,
no, I'm just asking. Are you from Midland? I'm just asking. Are you from Midland? Are you from Midland?
No,
I mean,
of course I'm from Midland, man.
Okay,
of course
cool.
I'm from Midland.
So what's your problem? So get to your point. So what are you trying to say about me, bro? What are you trying to say about me?
You're not answering any questions. You're not answering any questions. All you do, you get fed up right away.
You're on my page. You're on my channel.
No, sir. Whenever someone's pressing you, you can't handle it. This woman said that she has information, and she said that she's going to give it to the police later. Like, really? Instead of giving it to the police now, you're on live and you're saying all these things. Instead of giving it to the police now,
we're testing the line. We're testing the line. What do you like? I'm gonna give a tip. Like, I'm gonna give a tip on the live. Like, I'm gonna give a tip on the live, fool. What are you talking about? Like, I'm gonna give a tip on the live.
No, she should get off the live.
Stupid. How stupid are you, dog?
Give the tip.
Nino, if this guy knew anything about you, if he knew anything about you, he would know that her family was standing right next to you at the vigil. He also would know that we just said that we had all kinds of tips that have come through Facebook that might need to be reported to the police. He is a troll looking for attention. Just hang up on him.
No, let him talk. Let him talk.
But we have people that really.
So hold on. All right, let me ask you a question now. So what's your issue? What's your issue that I say Madeline instead of Madeline? What's your issue with that, bro? Is that
not the main issue here? I'm just saying to the people that if you were with the family, you would know that her name is pronounced Madeline.
Bro, I just told you I don't even know, bro. I don't even know her. I don't even know Madeline, and I'm gonna say Madeline because I'm from Texas, and I say how I want to say it.
He was with them yesterday.
Answer the question, sir.
With the family.
Hold on, Chrissy. So what's your question?
My question is, why do you think it's okay to tell the whole world where you're going to search? Why not get with the family instead? The family has plenty of people. The family knows people that they can trust. Why not get with the family and say, you know what, we're going to go search.
You know
here.
What?
If we need more people,
I'll ask you right now.
We can vet more people.
I'll tell you right now. I will tell you right now. They told me to go over there at that time. That's why.
So you get to post it because the family tells you. That's your.
I only post. Let me talk, dog. Let me talk. I only post what they tell me I can post. Most of my stuff, I post whatever, but anything real important, I'm not going to just blubber it out. That search yesterday, I don't have to answer to you, dog, but I'm not going to say who told me to go, but I just said it. If you listen to my live, I was given the command to go. I'm not a vigilante. So there's your answer. And I ain't got to sit here and tell you who I know and don't know. I just told you I don't even know Madeline. I never even met her. Straight up. So what's your next question?
But it's community, trying to help community.
If you met her or not. The thing is.
So what's your problem with me, dog? What's your problem with me?
There is somebody that's out there. The problem is you keep saying too much information, and it's too much that you're giving out. You keep saying that you're not going to give out too much, but you do give out too much.
Wow.
Then you go do your own
you're
search.
You're going to end up stopping this investigation. The police is going to have to focus on you instead of Madeline. Wow. And now all of a sudden you're saying that it might not be the ex-boyfriend who we all think it is. Let's be honest. And now you're saying
Hold
it's
on,
not.
hold
In the
on, real quick.
beginning, you
Hey,
said you're almost sure
no,
it is.
hey,
And now
you
you're
know,
saying it's not.
bro. I never even
what's
said
going
that.
on?
I
What's
never
going
even
on?
said that, bro. Man, what a straight
It
player
might not
hater.
be the
What a
person that
player
we think it
hater.
is. Those
You're the
were your
one that's
words.
giving up the
Wow.
information.
Hell yeah, you're over here impeding the investigation, saying all these allegations on here, bro. What the
Yeah,
hell?
because we never
They're
mentioned
not
anybody.
allegations, sir. They're
We
just
said
questions that you
ops.
need to answer. That's it.
Wow.
They're questions
you
that
I
you
ain't
need
gotta
to
answer
answer
nothing.
because
I ain't
you're
gotta answer
saying that you're
nothing.
leading
Hey,
all
dog,
this
you ain't
stuff,
my
and you're
wife.
not
Hey, bro, you
giving
ain't. Are
a
you
good
my
enough
wife?
answer. You're
Hey,
just
fool, are you
not.
my wife?
You're just not.
Nino, this is turning into what we don't want this to turn into.
Hey,
Just
man,
hang
you're
up
right.
on him. Yeah,
Why
Hey,
just
bro.
doesn't
hang
your
up on him.
friend get off the call and go give information to the police?
How about you get your
Why
ass
doesn't
up and
your
go
friend
help
do
us?
that?
How about you get up and come help us?
I was there, man. I was there. And
Then
I'll
why
talk
don't you
to
come tell me in my face then,
I'm not
dog?
scared
Then,
of you,
then
sir.
why don't you come tell me in my
You're
face?
saying- You talk about being a Christian.
I am a
John,
Christian.
It shows you. It shows you. The Lord says, "He who follows me, their fruits will show. They will bear fruit." And right now, you're not bearing fruit.
No,
like a Christian.
that's
You get
for a
mad.
false
You
prophet.
get
Hold
mad
on,
right away.
you're
If
lying.
you
That's
go
for
read
a
the
false
book of 1
prophet,
John, you
bro.
would know.
What verse is that? Give me the verse. What is it?
The whole.
Give me the
whole book of
verse.
1 John.
Give me
You
the
can go
verse.
Read it, and it tells you the whole book.
You're
of
talking
1
about a
John.
false
It's the whole book.
prophet.
It's the whole book.
Hey,
whole
look, I'm gonna
book
tell you
of
like I
1
tell everybody
John.
else, bro. Look, I don't act like a Christian. I am a Christian. You're on the
Nino,
line. Hello?
yeah.
Hello?
Hey, Nino,
What up?
you there?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, bro, I was just curious, man. I know you guys are doing some hard work out there, bro. I was just wondering, is there like any drainage or anything like that near her apartment? Anywhere in the
Bro,
proximity?
you know what? It's crazy you're asking that question, dog. See, what y'all don't understand, y'all, like, I can't say certain things on here. And the last caller talking about why I'm announcing it, you know what? We went 30 deep to freaking little OJ, and we did the damn thing. And you know what? It probably would have been perfect if we would have went up there and they would have been running out with Madeline straight up. But it didn't happen like that. But you're talking about the drainage, bro. There actually is a drainage ditch by the apartment.
Okay.
And I'm going to be honest with y'all, everybody. We're going to go search certain area, but now that the police are threatening to arrest us, we have to figure out the plan of action. Okay? They can say, "Hey,
I got
bro,
muck boots.
what's up?"
I got muck boots. I'm down.
Well, I'm just going to tell y'all this. Listen, bro, anybody listening, there's a big drainage ditch by her apartment. That was where we were going to go check out, and that's all I got to say about that. And
For sure.
real quick though, like I said, the stuff that I say on here and what I deal with, it's vetted. And I'm not on here, being a vigilante. They ain't gotta like me. I've never really been liked. So whatever, who cares? It ain't about me, it's about Madeline. Let's continue. You got any other questions, bro?
Yeah, I mean, so my thought was like, drainage near her house, draw a line. And I mean, I'm assuming that the drainage is all going to run to one place in town.
Wow, good point.
And with all the rain that just happened, you know what I mean? It could, if we can find the place that it all goes to.
And that's what people were talking about on Facebook is they were all talking about a place about the sewers and things like that.
Man, this is just making me
got,
think, yeah, it's just crazy.
I've got all those comments screenshotted, and that's the reason I said anybody with tips like that, please just message us because, I mean, we're hoping to find her safe, but we need any kind of tips that we can get.
For sure. Well, I'll let someone else call, guys. I appreciate y'all letting me talk.
Hey, man, appreciate you, man. God bless you.
God bless you, bro. Y'all be safe.
All right. And it's cool, y'all. I don't mind debating people on the line. I ain't got nothing to hide, y'all. I'm sorry that I don't say Madeline. I'm telling you, I heard all kinds of the way they say it at the protest.
Nino, you don't have to apologize for that.
I don't give a damn. Okay, you're live?
The family knows you're in this for the right reason, and
Hello?
it's nothing but to get awareness.
Hello? Man, I'm over here hanging up on people, y'all. My bad. Okay, hello?
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead. You're on the live. How's it going?
Good. How are y'all?
Pretty good. Go ahead.
I just wanted to call in because I live in Building 6 of Palladium Museum apartment.
Real quick, sis. I don't want you to say anything that might how do I say this, Christy? Go ahead.
anything that might. So we have to be careful. We can't put out allegations against people. So just try to water it down a little bit and say whatever you need to say that couldn't get us looked at for trying to impede an investigation.
Okay, yeah, that's no problem.
Go ahead.
I just kind of wanted to comment on the security around here. I don't know if I can do that.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. We're like really paranoid. You know what I'm saying? We don't want no issues, but go ahead.
Yeah, this is mainly about the apartment complex. I know that when I first moved here, this place was awesome. It was brand new. There was barely any people in my building. I'm building 6, right next to Madeline.
Wow.
And we're supposed to, be gated in. And I've never seen the gates closed, not once, except for the one that's to the very right. Also, there's like a camera facing her building pretty much, so I'm not getting why they don't have any type of footage from that.
So do you all have the same kind of locks on your apartment doors, or can you change them out independently, or are all the locks on the doors the same?
Pretty much our locks are all the same, and we were given two original copies of keys. So I was a little confused as to if they found her spare key, or if she had both keys or only had one key, because we were definitely given 2. So, whoever
they said that she had one key and that someone else had another key. But is your lock the kind that if you open your door and you go outside, it locks automatically?
No.
Or do you have to lock it? Okay.
You have to physically lock it, and that means that somebody has her spare key. If she doesn't have both keys present, somebody knew where her spare was, or they were given the spare, or they knew exactly where it was. That's why I was a little confused at, what they were saying, like, on Nancy Grace. I know they said that maintenance let them in, but then I also heard that police broke in, so I'm a little confused about that part too.
And that's the reason we've had to be so careful, is because we have seen conflicting information. And that's the reason we're just trying to figure kind of all this out on our end, because it has been very confusing.
Wow. I don't want to ask your name, even though you might have said it, but sis, I would like to talk to you, off the air, if you wouldn't mind. I don't know how to get your info without, I got it right here. I'll screenshot it. I'm going to screenshot it. Is that okay if we talk to you later? Is that fine?
Yeah, that's totally fine with me, because I've been doing like my own type of little investigations around here, because I've had people come knock on my door at midnight. My top neighbor, I don't know what's up with him. Like, I haven't seen him for a while, and he's the one who came and knocked on my door at midnight. So I kind of find that weird a little bit. And there's just always like something going on. One time I saw a group of like 5 guys just running. Like, they were running like they robbed someone, or like someone was coming after them. Another time I seen them fighting outside, like fist fighting. Just so much stuff happening here. Like, they leased these apartments to the wrong people. They definitely did. And that's why I'm extremely concerned for my safety, because I'm like, I have 2 kids and I live on the 1st floor. So if they were able to get her on the 3rd floor, that just means that, the security here is very inadequate. Our gates should be closing. We pay rent for that, for our gates to be, we're a gated community. So
and they don't close. We drove there yesterday and they're open.
And she lives right by the exit. So it's like, that's just the security breach right there. Like, I feel like the apartments need to be investigated. I don't know if I can say that right now, but
no, you know what? No, I think it might even be a lawsuit.
Yeah, I was thinking the same, Nino.
Great caller. Yes, great caller. Hey, hold on, y'all. If you have any questions for her, let us know and we'll ask her. Anybody, whatever you got, let us know and we'll ask her. Great caller. Go ahead, sis. I'm sorry.
But yeah, it's just, I that night on Wednesday, I was with my daughter's my son's dad, And he's been going through some issues, so we had to break up the next day. But that night before, we definitely heard screaming, and it wasn't like a very long scream. It kind of just sounded like people were outside, like partying. But then in my head, I'm like, nobody's gonna really be partying on a Wednesday. And those screams definitely did not sound like partying screams. They definitely sounded like somebody was arguing or fighting or trying to get away in a sense.
Has
And I
Midland
know a lot of people are probably,
okay.
I know people are probably gonna be like, well, why didn't you call the cops? Why did you call the cops? Well, as I had stated earlier, there's just always stuff going on here. There's always cops coming around. I've seen cops just come up, roll through, flashlights everywhere. It's just like a nonstop thing here, pretty much.
Are you on Facebook?
Yes, I'm on Facebook.
If you want to message me or Nino, just your information. I know that Nino would really probably like to talk to you after this is over.
And real quick, I got to ask you a question, sister. I'm going to ask it. Anything about the maintenance man?
Yeah, so
well, you know what? Don't say, man, this is kind of tough, y'all, but go ahead, sis, go ahead.
I mean, I'm not going to talk down on the maintenance men or anything. I know most of them are pretty good people, but I've had like situations where they just try to come in. I seriously do not hear them knock or anything. I always have my deadbolt on. I'm a stay-at-home mom, so there's no reason for my deadbolt to be unlocked. But the office has called me and said, hey, the maintenance are trying to get in, and when I go to unlock my bottom lock, it's already unlocked. So I'm just kind of like annoyed at that. The fact that they don't really respect our privacy, because I could just be like chilling naked in my living room for all they know, And I seriously, I don't hear anybody knock, or I have a doorbell, so they can even ring that. So it's just like, I don't really know what to say about maintenance, but if they couldn't find that, if they did find those two original copies, then something's up with that with the maintenance, because they'd be the only people with the key to the apartment. But if her spare is missing, then definitely somebody knew where that spare was, and that just has to be like the first clue. I just don't get why MPD hasn't set her apartment as a crime scene yet. They've probably damaged so much evidence by not making her apartment a crime scene from the first day that she was missing.
Yeah.
Hold on. You said you haven't seen it as a crime scene.
What was that?
You said you haven't seen it as a crime scene.
Not at all. I actually walked up there yesterday, and I just saw like a carpet rolled outside of her door, and I was just like, "That's weird,"
And hold on. Are you sure of that statement?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure of that statement. I was given her apartment number because one night we saw a light on in that same area where she is, and I messaged her cousin just to make sure nobody was in there. Well, she ended up telling me which apartment it was, and we found it, and it's definitely that one because the door's all beat up, and it just looks like a normal apartment, and there's a car pulled up outside, and I was just like, why isn't this apartment a crime scene? I just don't get it.
This is pretty wild. Any other questions, y'all, in the comments before we let the young sister go?
I just think you need to talk to her privately, Nino. I think she's got a lot more that she could probably share.
Yeah. We'll go ahead and do that, sis. If you don't mind, I will call you later. Final words, go ahead.
Yeah, and I mean, like I said, I'm a very observant person. I hear a bunch of stuff at night. I've gotten to actually investigate a few times, but as a single mom with a 6-month-old, like, I'm not trying to put my kids in danger anymore, so I don't go outside to investigate.
Good.
And, prayers for Madeline. I hope she's found, I'm sorry that I didn't call that night, but I really don't think it would have made a difference because I really, truly believe she got kidnapped.
Okay. Well, God bless you, sis. Thanks for calling us, and we will be getting with you, and we will forward the tips to the law enforcement, and we thank you, sis, for your call.
And I even called the private investigator and told him that we heard screaming that night. So they haven't said anything else or asked me any other further questions.
Has anybody contacted you to get a statement?
Not at all. I'm literally the building across from her. So, all I heard was screaming around that time that she was supposedly last seen by whoever was there that night. And I was up with my son. He was fussy, so I know I heard something. I got a little spooked by it, so I just stayed in my bed. I didn't get up. But that's all I got to say. Prayers to her family. Y'all are in my prayers. I cry a lot. This is very sad. This poor young girl, she has her whole life ahead of her. And to be, taken away or missing is just terrible, terrible, terrible. And I hate that for her family.
Amen.
And I just, and then, thank you for all your work that you're doing. You're doing a lot more than this corrupted ass, system we got here. And I appreciate that.
Thank you. God bless you, sis, and we'll be getting a hold of you. Thank you.
All righty, y'all take care.
Lines are open, y'all. 432-217-0709. Wow. Well, I'm going to be honest, y'all. You know what? I mean, we're going to censor whatever, but to be honest, we got free speech. And I'm going to tell you something. The Midland Police Department, if they're going to come watch the live and use this instead of getting their ass out there and searching and doing some real police work, we got bigger problems if they're watching the live waiting to arrest me. You know what? Freaking arrest me then.
We're trying to bring Madeline
I'm
home.
gonna say right now, when God is for you, who could be against you? I am a Christian. My faith is in Christ Jesus. And the Lord Jesus has protected me in many, many cases in my life. I ain't afraid of no man. You ain't gotta like me because I said Madeline instead of Madeline. You ain't gotta like me because I'm out there in the pastas with my big brother ducking snakes, rattlesnakes, and stepping on thorns and getting death threats. You ain't gotta like me. As long as my wife and kids, as long as they like me and love me, that's what matters to me. You're on Nino Radio. I mean, you're live on the air. What's up? Hold on, man. I'm sorry. Hold on. It's not connecting. Now it's connecting. Hold on. Go ahead.
I don't really have questions. I have a lot to tell y'all. I was like one of the main ones that everybody was telling, like, look at my comment.
Okay.
And for like 2 days now, I've been trying to get hold of you because I run Finding Madeline Molina Pendoja. Like, I run that Facebook,
Okay.
like that other account. And so a lot of people have been messaging me, like, because used to live in Midland, but now I live like the Houston area, and I actually went to school with Madeline.
Okay, and you run a page. You're saying you run a page, correct?
Yes, sir. It's called Finding Madeline Molina Pendoja.
Okay, guys, we're on the call. Please stop calling until we open the lines. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But yeah, I've been just trying to get a hold of you, and I was hoping that me tapping in the call could put me like closer to being able to send you these tips.
Oh, so you want to collab or you want to work with us, correct?
Yes.
Okay, what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to screenshot, and I'm sorry, sis, my phone does not stop ringing, hundreds of messages, and then I'm on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. I got probably thousands of messages, y'all. I do content, but more political and religious, y'all. I'm opening up my channel for Madeline to help find her. I'm going to screenshot it. It's a 325 number, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
Nino, and
go ahead.
I actually follow that other page that she says she runs. I follow it, so I'll share that to you. Okay, good. That's good to know. Yeah, anything you want to say, sis, before you end the call?
Madeline, we love you, and we're praying for you to come home.
Amen. Amen. God bless.
Thank you.
That made me sad.
Wow, I'm telling you. I don't want to. I don't want to be addressing the haters, y'all, but like, cut me some slack. I'm not a professional bounty hunter. And I'm going to be honest. I got to say this because it just clicked in my brain. Somebody was already in Little OJ when they told me to go over there. So, see, that's things that you don't know. You want to sit there and say, why are you telling people where you're going? I get orders and I go. I don't ask questions.
Nino, you don't have to explain
No, but it
yourself.
pisses me off. It does piss me off because they say I'm trying to get clout. Who wants to get death threats and the government threatening to, that's all I got to say about that. Catch my
who
drift.
Would want clout off of who would want clout off of a missing girl?
Okay,
we
anyway,
want nothing
don't
more.
worry about it, sis. You're on the call. My bad, Christy. Let's just move on. Go ahead. You're on the call.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello.
Go ahead.
Hello.
You're on the call. Go ahead. Hello.
Yes, sir. I'm calling because, first of all, I would like to say I appreciate the work that you're doing and trying to locate this young lady. But I noticed that there's a lot of frustration against the Midland Police Department.
Okay.
As you and the lady on your live have stated, there's just some things that you can't share. There's some things you can't talk about. How is that situation different from the police department not sharing certain information to protect their investigation? And what questions would you have for the police that they are not answering at this time?
Okay, good question. And to be honest, I don't know if I addressed that, but I said I don't want to bash the police. I hope they find Madeline. You know what I mean? So I do understand that they can't say everything. And I don't want to sit there and say this, but I'll say it. I'm like, maybe they're doing what they're doing because they're fixing to kick door. Okay, so that I'm actually not, I don't want to say changing my stance, but I'm fixing to start posting more hopeful posts in regards to the Midland Police Department, because at this point, besides what we're doing, we got to embrace the Midland Police Department, because I gotta admit, they got more manpower, more experience. It's tough to cut through them fields. They got equipment. The thing is this is my whole point with the Midland Police Department. You got to understand, a lot of us ma'am, are you from Midland?
Yes, I am.
Born and raised?
Yes.
Okay, so me being born and raised, I've seen Midland Police Department do certain things that I didn't agree with. I believe they botched a lot of situations. That's just my opinion. So I'm stuck between two places. I think a lot of us are, right? The family's not getting communication. That's the main problem. But what I'm worried about is that time is ticking. And my problem is this. Do we wait for Midland Police Department to find her? Or do we try to be proactive and try to do stuff on our own? Because what if Midland Police Department never finds her? So that's why I'm adamant about trying to find her. Because I can't just put all my eggs in one basket and hope that Midland Police Department finds them. And I don't want to bash them. I don't want to bash them at all. And I'm sorry if you got that impression, because I know they do have experience. I do respect the law. But like I said,
I just would like to know what is giving the impression to people that the police are not looking or trying to investigate.
Their family crying, their eyes out, frustrated, running a protest with 300 people in downtown Midland, straight to the police department, crying on the front steps because they cannot get a hold of the detective, stuff like that. The family not being able to reach them, feeling like they're neglected, feeling like there's nobody helping them, feeling like they're just left out in the cold. That's what drives me to help the family go further.
Nino, I need to say this. And also, I need to say this also, that you had to almost force someone to speak about it. I mean, we're 9 days in now and nothing had been said to the family. There was no response to the family.
Ma'am, I got a question for you now. If that was your daughter, how many days is too late or too early or for them to make a news conference? Would you want them to do it 8 days, 9 days later? When would you want the police department to speak on the behalf of your child if, God forbid, she was missing?
Okay. I'd like to respond to that. First of all, it wouldn't take days. It would be minutes, hours. I posted on your Facebook page earlier, and in someone's tragic moment, no one will ever respond fast enough, do it good enough, or quick enough, especially when it's your child or loved one missing.
Okay.
I see a lot of comments on your post that I must be married to a cop. No, I'm not married to a cop. However, I do have friends that work with the police department, and I know that they want to help bring this young lady home. I know that they're out
You
there
sure about that?
working.
You
and
sure
I
about
don't
that?
know
You
what
sure
the
about that?
impression
You
is.
you sure that they that's what they want? You are positive.
I am 100% positive.
Okay.
Yes.
Continue.
Yes, I am positive that they are working in trying to investigate to bring this young lady home. And I feel like the focus should be on finding her, not the negligence or the opinions of the Midland Police Department.
And can I ask you?
The
Can
most
I ask you,
important
ma'am?
thing
Can I
here
ask you
is
real
to
quick,
find
ma'am?
her
Ma'am,
and
can I
bring
ask
her
you,
home.
ma'am? Can I ask you how many searches have you been a part of this last week?
I'm sorry.
How many searches have you been a part of this last week?
I have not been a part of any search because I haven't been aware of a search. However, if you need my help searching, I would be more than glad to assist and help find this young
Well,
lady.
don't you think the Midland Police Department don't need our help? They can do it themselves.
No, that's not what I think.
Okay, I'm just asking.
I think it's going to take. I think it's going to take the community, the tips, and everyone involved to try to bring this case to justice and helping find her.
So let me ask you a question. Do you think that it's healthy in a modern day society to question law enforcement and not just go by what they tell you blindly? Isn't it kind of healthy to question them sometimes?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Can I ask a question though? I heard her
There's
say,
never anything wrong with questioning law enforcement.
What about critiquing them?
There's
What about critiquing them?
There's nothing wrong with that. I'm asking you, what is causing you to feel like they need to be critiqued?
I just told you. I just told you when the family is crying, when the news conference is 9 days late after we protest all week, and the family is crying their eyes out because they don't know where to turn. That's why.
Nino, I have to say this. So my question is, I'm not trying to be argumentative with her, but she made a comment that she knows for a fact that they have investigations going and all of this and all of that. So is someone speaking to her about this stuff? Because she says she has inside contacts with the Midland Police Department. And why would she know anything before the family knows anything?
Oh, damn.
It was on the press conference, ma'am.
I watched the press conference, but you said that you had been told
they
that
were investigating. They said they were investigating.
Ma'am, I got a question. Real quick, ma'am. How do you feel about them threatening to arrest private citizens for investigating ourselves? Do you think that's constitutionally correct, or you think that's stepping out of bounds? Go ahead.
I'm not aware of that comment.
You just said you watched the press conference. That's what he said, that he's going to arrest people that investigate Madeline's disappearance.
Charges.
Yeah, criminal charges. You didn't hear that part? It was only a 5-minute press conference.
Okay, can you repeat that again? I'm so sorry.
It was a 5-minute press conference, and he stated he is going to arrest and criminally charge volunteers that want to search and investigate this case. I don't know how that's even legal. Your thoughts?
I really can't speak on that.
Oh, but you could speak on us being upset with them taking 8 to 9 days to even bring up Madeline as far as in the press conference. Anyways, I gotta go ahead, Christy.
Do you work for the Midland Police Department?
No, ma'am.
Do you work for the city of Midland?
No, ma'am. I'm a stay-at-home mom.
Awesome. Okay, well, thank you for your call, and we're gonna move on. You have a great night. Thank you. Okay.
That was just a weird call.
She kind of sounded like the tip line, to be honest.
She did. And the thing that I questioned the most was she made the comment that she's been given information that they are investigating. She didn't say, I heard in a press conference they've been investigating. She said, I have been given information from family and friends that work for Midland Police Department that da-da-da-da-da. But then, I mean, so they're giving her information, but not the family. I mean, come on, Midland Police Department, do what you're supposed to do. And I'll take the heat for it. I don't care.
No, I'm going to tell you right now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to sit here and be afraid of being arrested. I'm an oil man, okay? Arrest me. I'll freaking bond out. I'm not going to be afraid by these threats. And I believe they're unconstitutional threats, to be honest. How are you going to threaten to arrest me for a missing person case? Let's be honest. Anyways, here goes the next call. Anyways, like Shorty Bait.
Call?
Hello, you're on the line?
Hi.
Hello.
So I wanted to
to say. Do we know if Madeline liked to do anything on her alone time, like for example, biking, hiking, any
Wow.
wooded areas in the city, or
The-
any place that she maybe spent alone that
Good
was kept?
question. I'm gonna be honest. I've never met Madeline in my life. Me or my brother or my community, we never met her. There is nowhere to hike. Well, there is somewhere. I don't even know if I want to say this on here, y'all. There's two places in Midland I think you can go hike. If you're from Midland, you know what I'm talking about. But I don't know if that's the case here. But go ahead.
Yeah,
That's a
I'm from
really
East
good
Texas,
question.
so I
Yeah,
don't know
it's
how,
the desert, ma'am.
Anyways,
It's a desert out here. It's not really too much to do but go to church, a bar, a restaurant, or to work. But there is two places that come to mind that you can hike, but it's not it's not a popular attraction. You know what I mean? Hello? We lost the
Uh-oh.
call. We lost the call.
But that was a really good question.
Good
Like,
question.
was there anything that she really liked to do? Things like that. I mean, we got to look at every angle.
And I'm gonna be honest, y'all. Look at this. Look, this is the honest truth, y'all. And I'll call back in a minute. I'm gonna say something. This is a free country. Okay, I'm running this page with due respect, the most respect to Madeline's family. They've never told me that I've said her name wrong. I think they're more worried about getting her home. Madeline's family, I give them respect and honor, and they actually have told me they appreciate what I'm doing. But to be honest, I can do what I want on my platform. I can do what I want on my page. This is my page. If you don't like it, you can make your own, to be completely honest, y'all. And it's kind of, we don't mind having a healthy debate with people that don't agree with us. You know what I'm saying? But again, y'all, this is my page. At the end of the day, it's my page and my platform. I can say and really do whatever I want. But like I said, I'm trying to run this with with respect for Madeline's family and, and not step out of bounds from what they tell me. Okay. And they can say that I don't rock with the family. I mean, say what you want. I'm just gonna be quiet because I'm not gonna keep trying to defend myself, y'all. It's just kind of weird. I go live and I get these calls instead of trying to progress the situation. They're mad about how I say her name, or that I posted a location to go search, but our people are already there. You know what I mean? But I digress. Next caller. Yes. Lines are open, y'all. I guess I hung up on somebody. Oh, you know what? I had it muted. My bad. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, you're on the call. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Vanessa, and I would just think that can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Oh, okay. So I would just like to say, do we know? I don't really think it's anybody from the complex that might know the information, of what really happened. Like y'all were talking about earlier, but going on to the first person that they might have thought, was the person that did it. Do we know how long they've been together, or how long have they been apart? Like, was he living at the apartment at some time, or we know any of that information?
No, we don't have that information.
Well, I know that it's public knowledge they broke up and they were separate for, I believe, 3 weeks. That's what is public knowledge. It's nothing crazy. That's what is being said. I don't know about him living with her. I believe someone was living with her. Let me watch my words here. And they broke up, and it was a 3-week breakup. That's what it's public knowledge.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's really a short time. But I believe, in my opinion, that it is the first person that, everybody was suspecting or whatever. Because I have a son, so I understand. I could put myself in Madeline's friend's situation and their situation. But with my son, I'm just saying, if my son had a girlfriend, she went missing, I wouldn't encourage him, and I would be out there myself if there wasn't any guilt there, or any, anything that happened there. I would even make a public statement, be all like, okay, I need to protect my son. So yes, we lawyered up, but that's it. It's only for his protection because they could use his DNA to, but I don't, from their side of the family, I don't see them doing it like that. Like blocking that alley for that dump. Is that dump a private dump or is it a public dump?
It actually is private, but it's not professional. I mean, I went in there and there's like a Nigerian filling up. Hold on real quick. Please, y'all, we got the call right now. There's a Nigerian filling up a water tank. We went up there and looked in the water tank, and I talked to the guy. He's just there kicking back, not professional. He didn't even ask. Like, they just let us walk right through. So it is a private dump, but it's very laxed. And I'm going to be honest about West Texas or anywhere in the country. You give somebody some dope, you give them $20, they will look the other way. Okay, so the dump is privately owned, but there's no security, there's no cameras. It's pretty ghetto. And go ahead.
Yeah, and another opinion, I was not impressed with the chief of police. I think he needs to, resign.
Why?
I think he needs to resign because what about I don't know when he went into office, but because something's not adding up. What about, when was it, 2 years when Jasmine disappeared? Do y'all remember that story?
Okay, look, I'm going to be honest. Everybody listening, there's something about Midland, like Christy said on the beginning of the thing. It's weird. There's a lot of missing people, children, and women, and even men. Ma'am, can you tell us who that person is? Go ahead.
Well, I only know a little bit of stuff. Her first name is Jasmine. She was, in high school, I believe. It's just stuff that I kind of remember. Supposedly, a suspect might have been the boyfriend or the boyfriend's dad. After they got the autopsy in, she was found in the field, I think, head trauma, and her nails broken, as in, she was struggling, but they put the autopsy as she died of a cerebral embolism. But for head trauma, you can get that, and they just nothing. I think they're still fighting now. Like, I think they're trying to do a lawsuit now of that story still, and nothing happens. Nothing's happening to these women and children and everything that are going missing, even men, going missing. And police department needs to do better. And I think what's happening is that he needs to resign, and I think the mayor needs to resign too, because you're paid for. We as a people, we put you in there.
Exactly.
So yes, and these people are going missing, and I think the chief of police, his statement today, where he keeps saying it's an impending investigation, but I bet you at the end, this is just my opinion, that if nothing comes out of this, he's gonna be able to sleep at night, because I feel his excuse is gonna be like, oh, well, because of the people, we failed them.
Exactly.
Wow. Good. Yeah. Real quick. This is very interesting. You're saying that the incompetence of this mayor and this police department, which, like I said, I told the caller earlier, Jasmine, right? Her name's Jasmine. I forgot about the case. You're saying due to their incompetence on prior issues or whatever, they're already basically making us, the volunteers, the scapegoat. That is crazy, and I agree with you.
I do too.
Wow.
And I think she nailed it on the head.
Damn.
When she talked about how disinterested both the mayor and the police chief were.
We heard them. They don't give a damn. They did not give a damn.
Nope, they did not. And what about the boy that was missing from Midland not too long ago that they supposedly found, but not in Midland anymore?
Where is he?
Supposedly somewhere else, and going to get Child Protective Services involved. This was just as of March 1st, 2023.
Caller, final words, caller. Profound call. Thank you. I'm glad you said that, because that really makes me think a little bit differently. Go ahead.
Yeah. So it don't feel. You know what? Thank you. Like you said, me as a mother, I could put myself in their shoes, like of feeling. Without my kids, like, I have to talk to my kids every single day. I have to see them every single day. And thank you for, never giving up and everything else. But I think the next move needs to be protest, and to them needing to resign, because it's way too much. They're not doing anything. it's sad. It's sad. And I think the people too, if y'all are upset about it, next time we have a voice. Next time, do it. Go in there and get them out of there. We could do it. We as a whole community, whether we're all human, no matter what color, race, anything. We're all humankind, and we can get them out of there, and we can do better for the community. If everybody's tired of the MPD being that way, well, then let's do something about it.
Thank you, caller. God bless you.
All right. Goodbye.
I'm going to be honest. I told my brother this earlier. I said, I'm going to hold the calls, y'all. I got to go to bed. Real quick, though. I told my brother earlier, or my wife, one of the two, is it going to come to a time in America where the police tell you you can't go look, or you can't eat, you can't drink, you can't go search? What the hell is up with them telling us what we can and can't do, and they're going to arrest us? First of all, then I said this, is it going to come to the point with us having to police ourselves, go find our own children, go out there and raise hell? Because I'm going to be honest. If that was my daughter, Christy, my ass will be at the Midland Police Department on the front steps every damn day. You know, my wife said, my wife, Christy, you already know how she is. She said, if that was your daughter, she goes, I already know you. You'd be in jail already. The police, and not because I'm trying to be a badass. She said you would get on the police's nerves and they would arrest you because you would be relentless. And no disrespect to Madeline's family, but if that was my daughter, I would be at that freaking police department every day on the steps with a big ass sign and a bullhorn saying, "Go do your damn job." And hold on, Christy, hold on. And if you want to get mad and say that I'm being mean to the police, they signed up to do that job. I pay my taxes. They need to work. Go ahead.
So this is just questions that I have for the MPD. So I want to know why they wouldn't allow.
Hold on. Someone said then go. I said that if that was my daughter, and I'm gonna be honest with you, what I would do if it was me. But again, I take orders on this situation. My plan is this: if it was up to me with Madeline, I would go protest every day, and I would search every day. I would have two groups. This is my in my mind. If I was given the orders, I would go protest every day with one group, and I would send another group to search every day. You saw them come out 300 deep downtown. That's if Madeline was my daughter. If I was in that situation, that's what I would do. Go ahead, Christy.
So I was just going to say why they have been so resistant to you all bringing ATVs in, horses in. Why they want to impede you all from doing searches. Like I said earlier in the live, every other community I've ever seen encourages volunteers to come out and help search. We are looking for Madeline, like we want her home, and for the threat of arrest to be made, that shows something right there. Absolutely. And there's just lots of questions. They said that they did aerial surveillance. When was it ever discussed that helicopters had searched or any of those things? Just lots of questions, and the family deserves answers.
And again, I don't want to bash the MPD. Okay, I want to keep a hopeful attitude on this page. I want to pray for the police department. You know what I'm saying? I respect law enforcement, but again, I just got to say this: I have little to no faith in the Midland Police Department. That's just my experience with them. That's my opinion, and I can have my own opinion. We're going to take two more calls, and we got to get out of here, y'all. Go ahead, Christy.
Yeah, I just want to say this real quick. I was former law enforcement, and I have to say that I've never seen things handled in the way that they're being handled right now.
Fair enough.
And that's just my personal opinion. And I do back the blue, but I am disappointed in Midland.
Go ahead. You're on the call.
Very disappointed.
Hello.
Okay. So this is what can you hear me?
Yeah, can you turn down the YouTube or the other screen, please? We can hear it.
Yeah. I got it off. I turned it off. Okay. So this is what I have to say. There's been a lot of people that go missing here in Midland, and nobody, police doesn't do anything.
Yes.
I don't know why it is that their reaction is that way, but let's not go too far back. Vanessa Guillen, Fort Hood soldier, she went missing for 2 months until they found her body dismembered. I pray and I hope that that's not Madeline's case. You know, I pray that she gets home safely. But it took her family, her friends, the voice of the community to get those soldiers in Fort Hood, to get the FBI involved, to get officers involved. Why? Why does it take so long to get police officers involved in helping these families? And it's not just any type of family. Let's be honest here. It's minorities.
Wow.
People that to them maybe don't make a difference in the community. But you know what? The minorities are the ones who move the community. They're the ones who make up this community. Why do you want to silence something? Why don't you want to unite with the family?
Right.
Why wouldn't you do a press conference? You know, press
And
conference.
take questions.
Let the mom talk.
No, hold on. And take
Yes,
questions.
or-
Let the dad talk.
Yes. Let the dad talk. Let the sister talk. Whoever that's going to represent the family. How about where's a lawyer for that family
Oh, shoot.
to let them talk?
Make a
to
statement.
Let them give
Make a
press
statement.
Conference and make a statement. Say, if you have
Wow.
my daughter, please, you know, give a press
Cry.
conference
Yeah.
like
Cry to the public.
any other. You know, Chris Watts. You know who Chris Watts is, right?
No.
I'm assuming Chris Watts. His wife went missing, and he was the husband. He was number one
Shanae.
subject. You know, crime 101, you know, true crime 101, that's what you learn. You take the first person, the spouse, the boyfriend is the first suspect to go into custody. And, you know, Chris Watts, he killed his wife and his two daughters. They went missing. He was in front of the, you know, they did a press conference right away, trying to look for this family. Trying to look for the wife, trying to find the two children.
Ma'am, let me ask you a question. Do you think 9 days for a press conference is acceptable?
No, this press conference, once they were to on and talk to the people and take in the family's word for what it is, that this isn't Madeline's way. You know, she wouldn't just disappear. She never misses work. She's always on time. There's nothing that's ever given us, you know, a thought that she was suffering from depression or that she would go missing like sporadically. Once they saw that that was never her, you know, way of living or thinking, then they should have said, you know what, there's something suspicious here. Let's talk to the boyfriend. We know they're having issues. Okay, he's suspect number one. Find out, you know, she lives in an area that's so remote. You know, there's I-20 right there.
Hold on. You guys, she's right. I'm in South Midland. She's right there by I-20. It is a remote area with the apartment complex. Continue.
It is. So why not say, let's unite? If they're so short-handed, if they are so short-handed,
hold on, ma'am. Hold on.
Community come and help.
Hold on. I was at the police department about 2 weeks ago, me and my brother, other business, and they are hiring, and they are shorthanded. You are right. Shorthanded.
Yeah,
and real quick,
because
I gotta say, hold on.
shorthanded-
Real quick, I gotta say something. My brother asked me, I'm gonna be candid and upfront. My brother told me today, they're paying $50,000 a year for a police department to work, a police officer. My brother said, how the hell do you live in Midland, Texas and make $50,000 as a police department? As a police officer. You know what I mean? So basically, I would say this. Midland Police Department is obviously understaffed. I've seen signs. They need help. I've heard the police. One told me they don't have enough officers, and they're underpaid for living in West Texas. Continue.
If that's the case, they have the right to ask the community to unite with the family and say, we are going to get together at so-and-so place. When you get there, we will give you the information. They're not going to give any information online or over TV. That they're going to search in a specific area, so they don't give anything away. But once you get to the location, if you want to help search with us, we would greatly appreciate it. We'll meet at this time. We're going to have this. You know, that's what typically happens in other communities.
Okay. So hold on.
Places.
Okay. I'm trying to catch a drift. So you're saying that Midland police department is not handling these situations like other jurisdictions or departments, correct?
Yes, I'm saying that. That's what I'm saying.
You said that, Christy.
It's not a typical. It is not it's not typical to what you see. I mean, but why is that? That's what I want to understand. Why is it that for upper middle class, I hate throwing in the race card, but we gotta call a spade a spade. When a white family goes missing, husband suspect 101. I mean, you see this. Everybody who follows true crime watches Netflix, and they see all these guys, all these husbands. As soon as the wife goes missing, search party, press conference. John Benet Ramsey, she went missing. Next day, she's a child, but still, who cares? A child, an old person, a girl, a boy. We are human beings. We are family.
Amen.
We should have learned, we're Midland strong.
Amen.
Why are we Midland strong? Because we had a mass shooting here. That's what unites us. We are no longer just individuals. People that are original from Midland, Odessa, we are Midland strong. And anybody else new that's coming in, we welcome you with open arms.
Let me say something.
I mean?
Ma'am,
but y'all need to unite.
Ma'am, look, I'm going to touch on something. These fools that are here like critiquing or whatever, saying we should, the police or whatever, you got a point. We know this terrain. We know this police department. We know their record. So you got to think, why would we want to go search ourselves? Because they have failed us in the past, and that's not being mean. That's being honest and stating facts. One more question. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. First things first. This is for the family of Madeline. And I'm going to tell them in Spanish because I don't know if maybe
they speak Spanish. Her dad speaks Spanish. Her dad speaks Spanish only. Go ahead.
Okay. Esto es para el papá. Usted no tiene por qué tener miedo a nadie, ni por nada, ni porque está limitado en su lenguaje. Usted debería de buscarse un abogado que lo puede representar tanto a usted como a su familia, que le den una voz a usted, así para que ellos puedan hablar por medio por medio de usted, darles el mensaje a las policías, lo que usted quiere de ellos. Trabajar juntos. We already know what they're lacking. We already know what they're lacking. We need to just go ahead and lay it to rest, because honestly, anything that we're doing right now, talking bad, I mean, really, it's not helping Madeline. She's the main focus.
Yes.
So then if we can just be the bigger person and just say, okay, look, I'm not going to do this without, I'm not going to make this move without considering what y'all have to say. But we need to unite. Y'all need to get together, because it's not going to work. It's already been 9 days, and it's not every day that passes. It's every second, every millisecond that passes, the more risk we run to not finding her. Okay. So let's stop wasting time. Let's unite. I don't want, yo no quiero que el papá de Madeline se siente que él no puede buscar la ayuda que él necesita. Él necesita que buscar la ayuda que él necesita. Él necesita que encontrar representantes. No deberían de callarlos, no deben de callar su voz. Deberían de hablar más de ella, poner más cosas.
Yeah.
Porque la persona que tiene a Madeline, lo que va a pasar es con tanto ruido que haces, va a salir la cucaracha.
Yeah, she's saying the more they shake it, y'all, the roaches are gonna come flying. Basically, you gotta shake. You gotta shake it.
Scared. You gotta turn on those lights. You gotta get a billboard. They've got right now. Let's be realistic. If somebody was gonna come forward with a tip that was gonna find Madeline, it would have already came out.
Wow.
If it's about money, there's somebody who posted in a comment, you know what? Hire a private investigator. Put that money into something else.
Yes, I agree with that.
They need, later we can get the ransom money, or later we can get the reward money, or whatever comes up with the situation. But billboards, there's digital billboards. Why has nobody donated? I mean, if I had the money, I would. I know that there's a lot of millionaires here in Midland, Odessa. That's all the majority, all the oil field people. I don't got that kind of money, but I'll tell you one thing. If I did, that's what I would do.
Awesome.
That's what I would do.
Sis, we're finna try to get one more caller. We thank you for calling in and giving us your take. We appreciate it. And final words before we get the next caller. Go ahead.
All I have to say is that we are Madeline. All of us are. This happens and can happen to any one of us. And we just need to get together and come in peace to find her. Right now, it doesn't even matter, how or whatever. We just need to find her.
Amen.
We need to cooperate on both sides, as civilians and law enforcement.
Okay.
They want people to join, then they need to be an example as to why people should want to join MPD, because MPD is going to set the example that they are here for the public. They are here to help us.
But hey, sis, I'm gonna be honest. I don't mean to say this, but I don't know if anybody's had experience getting pulled over by MPD. They said this over there at the protest that some lady said she got harassed for a simple parking violation. You know what? I don't even want to critique them. I'm gonna end it on a good note. Sis, thank you for your call. God bless you.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye.
One more caller, y'all. This is freaking crazy. Wow. I mean, I think, you know what? At the end of the day, I think this is good that we have dialogue, because we need to improve our community, ladies and gentlemen. We need to do better. That way we can find this young woman, and in case it happens again, we know the protocol. We know how to help bring a child home ASAP. One more call and that's it, y'all. You're on the air. Go ahead. Hello.
Hey, is this Nino?
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, is this Nino? Hey, man, I'm a big fan, bro. I've been following you for a while. I think you got a lot of good things to say, man.
Okay.
Hey, I was kind of wondering, man, I've been reading a lot about there's like these tunnels under people's houses and stuff. I mean, you think there's any legitimacy to that? You think it may be related?
To be honest, you're speaking about Buddy Webb. I had a feeling that he'd be brought up. We did an interview. If anybody wants to watch it, it's on my YouTube channel, People in the Attic. Basically, Buddy Webb claims that there are underground tunnels and facilities under houses back behind Home Depot. He claims that he was shot. People were in his attic. To be honest, I'm gonna tell you this. A year ago, I probably would have said I'm 20%, 30% thinking it's true. At this point, I'm about 60% thinking that there is underground tunnels in Midland, Texas. That's my honest opinion. Go ahead.
Wow, that's pretty wild, man. Man, and I've been talking to some friends, and even myself, I've been having a lot of issues with my plumbing, and like my water gets turned off. I mean, have you had any issues? Is your water running?
It does pretty good.
You better go catch it. Got him.
Anyways, I actually knew that was a troll right when he got on here. I could tell. I've been doing podcasts for a lot of years. Mm-hmm. I'll take one more call. We knew that was easy.
Yeah.
That's how pathetic you are. You're going to disrespect Madeline with that stupid ass call. Holler at me in person, big dog. Come holler at me when you see me, and let's talk about that joke you had. You're on.
Definitely was not the time or
Go
place.
ahead. You're on the call. Hello.
Connected.
There's too many calls coming in. Go ahead. You're on the call. Go ahead. Hello. Yellow.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I wanted to come on here and say that everyone was blaming one person in the beginning, and that usually always comes out being correct.
Yes, I agree.
We all have had experiences as women, in our early years with narcissist boyfriends. And those that become overly, how would you say it, obsessive.
Okay.
Everyone keeps explaining that, this person was upset that Madeline did not want to reconcile with him. And, it makes it pretty obvious of who is guilty in this case.
Yes.
It always begins with the obsessiveness, the stalking. I mean, I've gone through it in my early years, in my early teen years,
Okay.
breaking into the apartment early mornings or late nights. You never know. The screens, he could have broken in while she was sleeping, dragged her out, caused a drag argument. That is what I believe happened, is that he broke into the apartment at late hours and caused a scene outside. And this is what neighbors are saying that they heard outside.
Okay, fair enough.
The family really needs to take into consideration, though, of hiring a private investigator. That is what I believe the GoFundMe. Yeah, the GoFundMe definitely needs to go towards a private investigator for now. Midland is full of multimillionaires. We're all here to give. And if needed in the future for the reward money, we can all accumulate the money all over again for that.
Amen. Well, thank you for
I personally have been speaking to a family member, and I don't know if you've seen the tarot card reader on TikTok. I personally do not believe in that. I am prohibited to believe in that, but she said some pretty legit stuff on there.
And real quick, I'm going to address that. I'm in the same boat. The witch, the tarot card reader. Let's talk about that real quick. Thank you for bringing that up, sis. We're going to go ahead and answer your respond to this off there. Thank you, sis, for calling in. Hello? The tarot card reader. TikTok has a woman that has 3 TikToks. I'm a Christian. People do a lot of witchcraft in West Texas. People do a lot of witchcraft across the United States. I'm against witchcraft, but I'm going to be honest. The TikTok, from what my wife's seen it, I didn't watch it. She said it's very accurate. There's a lady doing tarot card reading, and she basically lays it all out on the line. Christy, your thoughts before I make one more call.
No, I just agree that, people can believe in what they believe in. I believe in our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Amen.
and going to follow the leads that he gives us, and just praying that she comes home. This is just an emotional live.
Yeah, it's crazy. One more call, y'all. Hello. Hello.
Yeah.
What's up?
What's going on?
Well, give a quick statement. This is my brother, Big Spank. Crack. They want to come on here making jokes, saying that we're doing it wrong, and that trying to get clout. Some negative calls. It's all good. But what are your thoughts on the whole situation? Spank, lay it on the line real quick, because I know you're not playing games.
So I live here in Midland too. I've got kids. I've got grandkids. We're fathers. We love our children. I've got a similar story with the justice system here. Something was there's a story of my daughter. I don't know. One of my brothers did something to her, and they talked about 10, 15 years he was going to get. Dude only gets 2 years. Come on, for 2 charges for two children. So what's up with that? I felt that I had the heart broke. My heart was broken when I heard this stuff, and I felt this stuff. And when I knew about Madeline, I don't even know these people, man. And it broke me because I know there's a father like me that's heartbroken. I probably won't ever feel the pain he's going through, but I know what pain felt like when my daughter called me at 5:30 in the morning and put it all out for a father to hear. And when people come on and joke about stuff like that, dude, you're hurting a father's feelings, brother. And it's not cool, man. It's not cool. The family's hurt. Everybody's hurt. Like I said, I don't know these people. I love them because I know what the pain feels like. I know what they're going through. So, I mean, I don't know. Hopefully the PD will find something. Hopefully we find something. But we just all need to come together as family and, do something about it. It's tough. It's a tough situation. It's a tough situation to speak about.
All right. Thank you for your thoughts. Any final words before we end the live?
Prayers for Madeline, if I said it right. Prayers for Jasmine, Vanessa Guillen. Prayers for everybody that goes missing that we can't speak for. Let's stand up and let's be their voice. Everybody, we should do that for them, even if we don't know them. I know the pain. I know the feeling. But that's it. That's all I got to say. Just prayers for those girls. Love them.
God bless you, brother.
Yes, sir.
That's who got me involved in all this, y'all. I didn't want to do this. This wasn't my plan. My brother went searching. I went with them. We went viral on a picture that we did.
Connecting.
And I got to hang that up. Anyways, we're out of here, y'all. We went too long. Too long. We're going to say a prayer. We'll bow our heads right now. You ready, Christy?
I'm ready.
Father God, we just lift up Madeline to you, Lord, and all the missing children in the world, Lord. We ask for swift justice. We ask for the criminals to be punished. We ask for these children to be found. And we pray for the community to come together, Lord. We don't want to bicker back and forth. We don't want to bicker about religion, Christian, Catholics. Father God, at the end, we're all there together searching for these precious, innocent lives. Lord, I ask that you bless this platform to reach many. I hope someone watches this tonight and they're touched. I pray tonight that someone that has something to do with Madeline hears my voice and gets convicted and goes and speaks up and says something. Father God, I ask for peace and mercy upon the family of Madeline. Peace and mercy for all the strangers that have their heart aching for someone they don't even know, Father God. Lord, I thank you for your mercy and your grace. I thank you for your son that you gave for us to have eternal life. And I pray all this, Lord, in the name of your son, our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.
That sound messed me up. I don't know if we disconnected. All right, y'all. That's it. Thank y'all for joining us on the live. This is our first time. I think we'll probably end up doing this probably every day. If Midland Police Department is going to threaten us for arrest and I'm getting word to just kick back for a little bit on the searching, or if we go independently without telling anybody, that's my business. But we will try to go live as much as possible because I think this will be productive to us figuring out how to handle these situations. Christy, final words.
I'm a little bit emotional now, but just Madeline, sorry if I pronounced her name wrong. I don't know her personally, but I love her and hope that she comes home. I hope that her family has peace through all of this. And just if there's I've said it before, if there's any tips, comments, anything that anybody wants to get to us, message us. And the family does have a GoFundMe set up. I believe it was her sister that set it up, and they said they're using some of that towards the reward money. But if anybody feels compelled to help, we will never ask for money. But if you do feel compelled to help, it is out there, and it might assist them with an attorney if one's needed.
Yes. And with that, y'all, again, this page will never ask for any money from anybody. We're oil men. God has provided. So with that, thank y'all for watching the live, everybody. Crazy live. Thank you for watching. We will try to go to the comments. Great comments. Midland cares. The America cares. Madeline, we love you, and we hope you return home soon to your family. God bless everybody. We're out.